the go live button. So we'll see how this works. Hello everyone who's watching. I'm just gonna check a few things. We actually have a guest to start the stream. Lewis, the Open Front community manager, is here. He's gonna hang out with us for a bit, and we're probably actually gonna start the stream with a Nuke Wars game. Oh
no,
my
this
god.
is the second stream that I've ever been introduced as Lewis from Open Front.
Really? What was what was the other stream? How are you typically introduced? So I'm trying to multitask.
Ultimus Rex introduced me the exact same way, Lewis from Open Front.
Yeah, but how else would we introduce you? Everyone, so are you, like what else would we say? Hey everyone, this is Lewis. Like
yeah, just leave it at that. I am Lewis.
Okay.
I am Lewis.
Exactly. It's so funny people have already joined this game. So, everyone, we're gonna do some, here's the plan for today. The plan was gonna be to do some impossible mode gameplay, but because Lewis just decided to call me first, we're gonna chat with him. We're gonna do one Nuke Wars game. I think I'm just gonna keep it on by call, just to keep it simple, so I don't have to think about anything. I hope y'all know what you're doing. Lewis, you're welcome to jump in. What were we even gonna talk about, Lewis? Were we gonna talk about, we're gonna talk about the tournament. You were gonna do your announcement.
We've got many amazing tournaments.
Okay.
The CYN tournament today was actually really good.
It was
I know
really
you caught
good.
some bits of it, but the free-for-all side of it just shows that we need a larger scale OFM one.
Yeah. Honestly, if you just did the same format that they did, I think you'll have a lot of success with things. You need to even, like, set up... Like, I don't get why I can't see my freaking chat on my phone. So many freaking tech support things, y'all. Okay, so let me set this up. I'm gonna do infinite troops, instant build... Gotta turn off Merv and all this other stuff. I'm trying to, like, freaking do all these things at the same time. So let's do this. We got Hydro, SAM, missile launcher. We don't want fighters. No warships. No airfields. Do y'all know the, Nuke Wars, rules? Lewis. This is such a freaking trip, man.
Wait, is there rules for, Nuke Wars? I thought we all just attacked at the start. No build period. We just all attack, and red and blue spawn intermediately together. Just mingle it in real good.
Yeah, that's exactly it. You totally got it. That's exactly it. There's nothing else. I don't even...
So, whilst everyone loads into your game, Enzo, I've told you very briefly about it. For those that don't know, we're doing the new ranked system, which hopefully is going to help make competitive gameplay a little bit better. So, we're introducing an ELO system similar to what you get in other normal games. I don't know yet fully if it's going to have like titles attached to it. So when you hit a certain ELO level, you're given a certain title. But it could be a really interesting system to see how it's going to affect competitive gameplay. And that will be coming in between the 15th and the 20th of November.
Cool. So what does that like entail? So like I get the clan stuff. I am like so struggling right now. I don't even get it. Dude, I'm like literally just trying to like open the stream in my fucking phone. It doesn't even work. Oh, it was set up perfectly before this. Why can't
I'm sorry, I've broken your stream. At least it hasn't blue screened your computer like it did the last time we tried to speak on stream.
Yeah, now it's like... So annoyed. I can't even do both these things at the same time. I'm just gonna... Wait, hold on, chat. I'm gonna get up Nuke Wars. Here's the rules. Blue team, spawn on the right. Red team, spawn on the left. Don't take the island. And you get... you're gonna get 10 minutes to prepare. I just want to make sure I got everything right here. And then I'm gonna figure it out so I can see, like, the freaking chat. My god, man.
Is Lewis British? Yes, I am British.
Oh yeah, you just monitored the chat. It's fucking perfect, dude. Most disaster stream. Like, the most, the person who knows, like, the freaking least, like, the least technologically apt person freaking somehow doing YouTube with 1 or 2 games. My god. Okay, so it's by call, 2 team, instant build, protected start. I need to get rid of nations, that's the other thing. So, blue on the left, and, no. Blue on the right, red on the left, okay? So,
Have you ever thought it would probably make it more sense to do it the other way around, because that way it's red right, blue left.
It's just always been that way, man. It's just always been that way. It's always been that way. So I'm gonna hit start. And no crossing, okay? Oh, I finally have my freaking chat up. Okay, perfect, dude. All right, Umodum's helping us out. Thank you, Lumodum. All right, so let's start this so we can freaking chat. Good luck, everyone. Good luck. Okay, red is on the left. I finally get red team, so we can finally do well. So I'm curious who in the chat did any of you see the tournament earlier today? I don't know how many people really know about it, but Lewis played in the tournament. Lewis did not have the most success. What were your thoughts of the tournament so far? Can be as a player in general. I'm gonna cast the other games tomorrow, by the way.
So as a player, it's a very different experience than regular open front. If you think about open front, you can usually expect someone to make a mistake, and that's what's going to give you your advantage. Whereas in that free for all tournament, people didn't make mistakes. There's very few mistakes that you could capitalize on. So knowing how or where to go made it a lot harder, and you had to think a lot harder about where you're going to do things.
Right.
It was really well organized. The only thing that could have been improved was there was a lot of downtime in between rounds because they were checking the website that they used to make sure that all of the points had been correctly attributed, which is understandable. It just meant there was longer laps in between the games.
Right. I got you. What you're saying makes a lot of sense. That was the kind of thing I was a bit curious about, because like a lot of your games, it looked like you did really, really well at the start. The other thing I'm just gonna ask the stream, can y'all hear Lewis okay, or is it like too soft? But like a lot of your games, you looked like you had a good start, but it was just like everyone was so solid around you. Like that was the thing.
Yeah, early game alliances. It's a tricky one because you want to have early game alliances to sort of protect yourself, but if you end up having too many early game alliances, you should have put on unlimited gold, by the way. So now we can't
No, no,
build
no, no,
anything.
no. We're not doing unlimited gold because then it's just auto clicker stuff.
Oh.
You got to do workers, man. You got to do workers and you got to do ports. Like everyone, if you want tips on this, you got to start building ports. If you do it quick enough, you should be able to get up like 100 ports by the time this all expires. And whoever went to the island, zero winter. This is the one thing you're not allowed to do. No going to the island. That's the one thing. We already have an advantage, man. All right.
No, as a competition, it was really good. It definitely, from an OFM point of view, gave us a few different ideas about how we can do things slightly differently for OFM. I know that there's the tournament structures have already been released, but coming up we've got the YouTuber competition and then the two open competitions. It's definitely made us it's made me consider whether or not I want to keep the YouTuber tournament, because there hasn't been that much interest from some of the other YouTubers about taking part, and looking at transitioning it into being a what do you call it, duos or a free-for-all tournament.
Yeah, I hear you. Also, I'm sorry, y'all, if I just updated the volume and it's a little weird for me. Still figuring this out. I think that's better. Okay. Yeah, the YouTuber stuff, I don't know. Like, I was kind of... I don't know how everyone feels about it. I mean, like, Befur is the one person who participates. Rex has done, like, one tournament, I think. But I think he died really, really early. And I don't think he liked it. Yeah.
I think it works better for people who are able to stream, and it doesn't work very well for people who are more YouTube video focused. Because if you make a YouTube video and something goes wrong, you're then screwed and you can't really, there's no video there if you die within the first 2 minutes.
Yeah, maybe. I don't
outside
know.
of commenting anything on what happens for other people, as opposed to the video of what you do, unless you're Ultimus Rex, who I don't think has lost a game in a very long time.
Yeah, you just play at 3 a.m. Because that's, it's actually a thing. Like, because what you're talking about everyone being solid, like after, for me, taking a break from Open Front, playing in like the middle of the day when there's still like lots of European people on, I just noticed like everyone's so solid. And then I go and play at like 10 p.m. for me, and it's like, wow, they just all made terrible choices and they just let me win.
Yeah.
Oh my god. But that's kind of the thing, like if I don't know if I'll get to participate in like interviewing some of the people. It'll just be interesting to hear how people think about getting an advantage once you do have a start. And what do you do if you only have like a 2% occupation percentage difference? Like I know the boat bank stuff of like you can get a 40% advantage or something and then you push, but I'd be interested how people are thinking outside of that.
I think one of the trickiest bits as well, especially now that there's been the change to what do you call it, to the distance traveled from boat
Hmm.
as to how much money that makes you. It's made it a lot harder because you can't do the cheesy little strats that we all used to do where you'd have a 2-inch boat line and then
Right.
everything would generate in that time. Effectively, what's been set up in this game where everyone's trading across an extremely short distance.
Yeah. Were you doing that in that one, like whatever the last open front tournament was like the UN people doing that? Because I mean UN only played like
Oh yeah,
2 games, but I know they
it,
had
it
like it's
wasn't.
yeah.
We weren't using the script that a lot of people were doing because it wasn't around at that time. We were manually cancelling trade with people, and in smaller games where you've got 15 people, it's not that hard to cancel the trade with
Right.
them. It's mainly in free for all games where you've got hundreds of people that it's a lot harder to cancel the trade.
Right.
Um, but it's now everyone's got the ability to do it, so I like it. It just depends on whether or not what it's going to evolve into. Now
Hmm.
as a team, we're trying to combat the different plugins that people are coming up with, because some of the plugins are cosmetics which are fine, but it's when you get or plugins that are how to have a perfect start every single time without
Right.
pushing a single button, the game does the optimal starts for you, and it's stuff like
Mm.
that that we're trying to combat, because
Right.
that just makes the game unfair and unfun.
That's the other thing I wanted to ask people about. But first off, just in the game, Triple P. There were very few rules. You're not supposed to take the island. Please do not build anything on the island. And blue team, maybe you can avoid bombing the island because it's unfair because we have 56% of the map. Like with ideal starts, that's the other thing I was interested in because, I mean, my kind of crappy. I mean, you probably don't care about this, Lewis, but my kind of crappy tutorials on open front, like I want to try to make them better, and I've kind of been thinking that some of my like opening strategy stuff, I've been questioning it more, and I think it's getting outdated. So I was actually kind of curious of asking people like Rye and Node. I mean, you did good at the start in some regards. Like we all know annexation, we all know Greenland. What I'm thinking about is the push levels and when you push. And I can think of some things you can do better, but I'd just be interested in like other people's takes on that. Because I mean, my kind of garbage tutorials, which which
Yeah, so
have
it depends on how people do it, I
yeah.
suppose.
Well,
My way of always doing it is a 30% opening,
okay.
and then once, so whatever your previous attack was at, so if your first attack is at 6k, you then wait until your build up is back to 6k, and then once it hits 7k, you do another 30% attack, and then when it hits 8k, you do another
Oh my god,
30% attack,
that
and
just
that's
sounds
how
too
I do the
complicated to
motion
me,
for
man.
mine.
Oh right.
It's
Oh wait,
not
wait, wait.
once
I
you
get
look
what
at
you're
it.
saying. I get what you're saying.
So you're just effectively balancing what your attacks are,
Yeah.
and you're making sure that before you launch your next attack, that you're always up to where your last attack was.
Okay. That makes sense. What do you do for bot clearing? Because this is the thing I'm thinking that I think my like old rule of thumb of start with 50% and work down. I think that's too rule of thumbish. Because I mean, I like hypothetically, you want to take the bots with as least troops as possible, right? As quickly as you can. How do you think about it?
It depends on what they're looking like. I usually focus on whether or not I can get an encirclement, because the encirclement will gain you more
Yeah.
for doing less. It will gain you so much more gold and so much more land from doing so little work. So I would rather focus doing a 45% attack once I've gotten to usually about 50%, 40 to 50% of my troop, which is usually around
Dude,
70k. So as soon as you
you're
hit sort of 30k, then you start doing your attacks.
what's so funny is you're basically saying what my tutorial is. Like that was
Yeah,
my
but
logic.
it's the way that works. It's the way that works in the game, because it's the way that things are designed for. You should always focus your encirclements rather than
Yeah.
just slugging into it.
Yep.
And a lot of people make the mistakes that they'll see bots and they'll just keep slugging into them over and over again
Yeah.
whilst not making any real progress.
Yeah. One other thing I think I found is it seems that bots that have ocean access, that they seem to keep their troops at a higher point. That's one other thing. But yeah,
Yeah.
encirclement, totally agree with. And I'm actually just as commentary on this game. Lewis, are you in here, by the way?
I am. I am behind Mashallah. I'm next to you.
Oh, are you? Oh yeah. There you are. There you are. I think I
I
see
don't have a
why.
clue what I'm doing.
Well, so when we hit, do you see the top right when the? Don't tell me. Are you on a phone?
No, I'm not on a phone
Okay,
this
thank
time. I've
God. I was
turned my
gonna
PC
say.
on especially for you.
So if you go under attack, you can see that Teratomic, one of the few things that is better about it, well, I wouldn't say better, but just different. It is hotkeys, so you just want to span 5 and 6 when we hit like 15 seconds, and try to destroy them. I also understand, I think, why red team is stronger. I built way more ports than I did on blue team, and I don't know why. But anyway, let's
I'm guessing
unleash
at this point
Hellfire.
it's just build up as much money and start firing on the enemy.
Yeah. That's pretty much it. So I mean, I'm gonna how many of these silos do I got? I just want to double check this. I think I need more of these
Oh, here
silos.
comes the lag.
Oh, are you gonna lag? A lot of people had their game like totally destroyed from this. So let me just do this. I'm gonna go try to take out some of these kind of backline areas. See if I can do any of this. Man, look at the freaking spectacle. See, I think this would be lots of fun. As like a legitimate game mode. Really, really do.
Oh yeah. So with the thing with Lucas, the game mode is still being worked on. It will still be there. He's given us all of the stuff that he had from it previously, from where he was up to. So it will still be a game mode. It will just take a little bit of time to do some play testing on it before we push it to the whole game. It's like we've got another game mode that someone else has worked on, which is human versus nations. So you've got 99 nations in the game and one human, and it's whether or not you can beat all the nation bots together.
That's nice. I like that.
Looks like a brutal game mode.
What was that?
It looks brutal.
Oh, really?
To do it because there's just so many of them that can easily kill you.
Oh, it's like zombies, I bet. That's what I bet it's like. Or someone. Oh, Lewis, you got totally cooked. You got absolutely cooked.
Yeah, it must have been the British accent. Every game of Openfront or any of these games today, I seem to be the first one to get cooked anyway.
I'm sorry, man. Sorry, this is Nuke Wars for you. The main critiques I have of Nuke Wars and on this map is like once you lose all of your like if you lose your ports, it's just kind of cooked. Like I don't think you can do anything. Blue team's actually done pretty well though. Like all things considered. Let me get out some of this. Just spamming in some bombs and stuff. I haven't even checked on the freaking chat. Don't know what all of y'all are saying. This makes sense. Okay. Because I took out all of Kral's like stuff. I think that just that messed him up pretty bad. I mean, yeah, blue team, y'all have done really well this round. Like you've been able to do like a lot of really good stuff. I think oh, I'm being taken out too. I'm being taken out, man. Lewis, do you even have like ports left or something? Let's actually get up a couple more of these.
I got thoroughly destroyed.
Oh, unfortunate. Fortunate. I love the fight that you're putting up, blue team. Love the fight. Okay, so I'm gonna try to do a couple things. Let's try to put in Hydra right in here. That'll be good. Let's do Hydra right in here. Just try to knock out a little bit more of this capacity. Let's hit a bunch of Hydras right in here. A little atom bomb spam. That looks good to me. Yeah, don't think this is fair for the other teams, but Blue's doing really well this round. Whoever's crossing shouldn't be crossing. Let me do a couple of these. A couple of these right here. Let's do Hydro, 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 Hydro. Let's do...
So did anyone have any questions that they wanted to ask about Openfront?
Oh yeah, y'all can ask Lewis about his questions. And if y'all are joining the stream late, we were gonna do just impossible mode, but Lewis just... Okay, and who's crossing? Hawk here. Hawk, don't cross. Oh, one other thing I'll just say. If anyone really likes Nuke Wars, I don't know if the, like, Openfront team or the Teratomic team would be, like, on board with this, but if y'all could come up with a map, I think we need a different map. Like, even if you did it in Paint, I think it could be helpful. Oh my god.
So
no.
We do have a couple of maps that are being worked on. Did you ever play Civ?
I did not. And I'm so... Oh, man, the griefing, dude. This guy, we can't even kick him because he just ruined it. He just ruined it. There were like 3 rules, man. Oh man, that sucks. Yeah, who are all these people?
So,
What were you gonna say, Lewis?
how will Nuke Wars look similar to this? Oh, so 3 things. No, I'm not Cornish. I am from just outside of London. And changing the notifications, it depends on what you mean by the notifications. You can all edit them and how they appear in game. And then Nuke Wars should look similar to this. Effectively, it should be exactly the way that Enzo wants it, only with a few more controls in it, so we can prevent people from griefing like they do in this one.
Oh, there's someone Brazilian in the chat. Oi, tudo bem? Todos os brasileiros. Missed that comment. Oh man, that sucks, dude. That this is what happened. That this is how this ended. Because blue team, y'all did like really well. Y'all did like great, especially considering the map is like so totally unfair. But this one guy ruined it all. Oh my god. Yumadam, I don't know how many languages I can say I can speak anymore. All my freaking language abilities have just gone so down the toilet. Pero puedo hablar en español, falo português, je peux parler un peu de français, que sois árabe, posso capire un po' di italiano perché parlo le altre lingue latine. That's probably more Spanish and stuff. Then there's other things that I'm way worse at now. 我可以说, or 我会说一点儿中文.
And then there's me, the British person. I can speak English and just about English.
Good work. It's a good start.
Thank you. Shog, I'm not the dev behind it. Well, I'm one of the developers, but the main developer is a gentleman named Evan, who is American. He is the founder of OpenFront. And then I am technically the community manager. I do the public relations stuff with a lot of the YouTubers. And then I technically run OpenFront Masters at the moment, unfortunately. Yeah, a lot of the credit to this goes to Evan and the 43 contributors that have contributed to making OpenFront what it is.
All right, y'all, we're gonna do one more game. We're gonna do oh, you know what, because I think, well, actually we could keep going with this one. I mean, y'all can keep fighting with this. Lewis, one person's asking you for your tips for late games. Forseti's asking that. A lot of them turn into waiting games of who will fire first. Do you have any input on the, like, stalemate type of things? Or an opinion? I mean, I know there's a few things... Oh, you go. I'm not being asked. You're the expert here.
I love late game stalemates. A 3-way standoff at the end of a game of OpenFront is one of the funnest things you can have.
Dude.
Because it does go down to who's going to fire first. And whoever fires first, unless you're in a situation and you know exactly what you're going to do, it's so much more tricky to hit it at the exact right moment. Because if you merv too quickly and you don't get your other merv off to hit the other person, whilst all of you are going to get merved, and knowing there's smaller things that you can do. Like if you plan your SAM sites correctly, the way the game is coded, if you set a 30 stack of cities in the very corner of the map and you put 2 SAMs around it, the way our codes search for where to drop the merv heads, you can effectively do it where you won't lose a single city if you know how to place your SAM sites correctly. So this is when people say that this game is just luck. It's really not. If you know what you're doing, there is so much skill that you can do. But what's your view, Enzo?
Yeah, what you said is exactly right. It's absolutely not luck, and the strategy, there's lots of strategies. It's definitely not sit and do nothing, and the people who fire first will lose. You need to get your SAMs up, and then you need to fire Merv, then like ally someone, and then their alliance will stay locked in. Actually, I don't know if that works anymore. There's lots of strategy to end games that are totally legitimate outside of just waiting. In terms of like, it's not about who gets bored first.
Yeah.
I don't know if Lewis, are you serious or I couldn't tell. Are you serious, dude? Like, what are you talking about? You do a 30 stack of cities?
Yeah, genuinely. So especially with the SAMs radiuses, if you know how to stagger SAMs, So on Baikal, if we were doing this and there was a three-way like size at the moment,
Sure.
I usually spawn on the right-hand side of the map or the very top left where you are, and you'll effectively set a little bunker where if you can stagger your SAMs far enough out, then it makes it near impossible. You don't want just one stack, you want multiple high quality stacks of multiple cities, but that is only in late game. Do not do it early game because you will get spammed and you will lose it. It is only when you see the game is going for a really late game phase.
Right.
Mid game, you still want to put them out as much as possible, unless you can cover off a large portion of your map with SAMs to prevent them from coming through. The Britain map's brilliant for it if you can take over France. Take over France and control sort of the south coast of England, and you can create a line of SAMs there so they can't splash them in the ocean.
Y'all got any other questions? I think we're gonna end this. I think this is good. Y'all have other questions, or should we move on to something else? Or Lewis, what's your time frame? You said you had a couple minutes, like 20 minutes ago.
Yeah, I've got to go in a few seconds, otherwise
Okay.
My partner is going to call off my wedding. I will say to the person who asked about patterns, for patterns, you can go onto the main Discord and submit them. We do have some very talented people that submit patterns, and we've opened it up as an ongoing thing. If your pattern gets selected, it gets added to Open Front and you get it for free. If people add if you add lots of patterns and you contribute a lot, then alongside giving you yours, we'll also usually give you a couple of extra ones as well as a thank you for adding the patterns to the game, because although they make us some money, they don't make us very much money, but it gives us that way to change things, especially with stuff like competitions, giving them out, or YouTubers have access to them, or giving them to YouTubers communities and stuff like that. And stacking ports on long endings depends on the map. It depends on if you actually have anyone who you can trade with, because there was a new thing that added increased trains, so they became slightly more viable. But once you get to end game, if it gets to a certain point, usually everyone stops trading with each other so they don't get too many nerves. And no, I will not add communist governments and fascists and monarchies.
Lewis, I love I'm sorry to interrupt you. I just love the questions they're asking you. It's just like so brilliant. It's just like gameplay questions. Like, what's the best?
What's the best strategy? Are someone good at the game? Because I still have a decent win rate. I'm about 30%, but by no means am I one of the best players.
That's not bad, especially if you're playing at like higher hours. I don't think it's all about just win rate though. I think it's the quality of the games you play. There's certain things about consistency, like, because I think I have a pretty good sense of like competency in Open Front's predecessor. I think it's consistency, but it's also just looking at like complexity and decisions of games that you do win. That's how I think about it. But I mean, 30% in like scheme of things, I don't know where that ranks with all of it. But if you're playing not at like what time would it be for you? I don't even know what time it would be for you, but late in the night.
Usually play throughout the peak times.
Right. That's actually better, because peak times, it's a lot tougher.
Yeah. To the person who wants the Cornish flag added, if you DM me on Discord, you'll find me in the main Open Front Discord. If you want to DM me and you want to do the work to make the flag, I don't have a problem adding the Cornish flag if it's not already in there. And to answer the question of team games or free-for-all games, duos, trios, and quads are by far the funnest game mode to play, because it's just so much more tactical than either of them, although free-for-all would be next. Team games are great when you play them, so I also run UN. It's great when you play them as a group of 30 people in Discord playing a teams game, because you absolutely obliterate everyone you come against, and it is one of the funnest things to do. I'm sure, Enzo, you've done them on stream as well. When you play them as a group, they are great fun to do.
Yeah, we definitely don't struggle with that, and always do well because we're very well coordinated and know what we're doing.
The problem with fictional flags and adding them into the game is it's stuff like we used to have the Greater World map, aka the Game of Thrones map, and we can't fall on the wrong side of copyright and upsetting bigger companies because we have something that we don't want to lose. And if you upset a company and the only asset you have is your game, you don't want the asset they take to be the game, because then there is no open front.
Sinleet asked,
Right,
do you have any solution to killing your teammates? Oh, you're taking off. Is that what you're saying?
Do you have any solution to killing your teammates, to allying someone who's actively killing your teammates? Don't ally people. Or think about why that person's allying you, because if they're allying you, it's going to be to benefit them in some way. And if someone does ally you and they're the only person that can attack you, attack or give your troops to help support someone. Don't just let them die. If you let them die, then it's going to be a harder game for you. The more teammates you've got, the easier it's going to be, because you'll both generate troops in the long run. Right, thank you very much for having me, Enzo. It's a pleasure as always. I'll let you guys enjoy your stream.
All right, take care, Lewis. Have a good rest of your day.
Thanks,
or I
guys.
guess
Bye-bye.
end of your day.
Yeah, end of the day, almost.
Yeah. All right, I'll see ya. All right, y'all. Y'all are asking the funniest questions of Lewis, I'm just gonna say. Like, you're asking him all the freaking strategy things about the game. Lewis, I don't know if he's the best for strats, just to be honest. Just gonna put that out there. But Lewis does have input on that. He does have good input. All right. I'm gonna actually give y'all an option, because we do have 63 people in here. Can you turn this game into Hearts of Iron 4 2.0? That's Tactic Front. Do y'all want to do... like, because what this stream was originally going to be is it was going to be me doing impossible mode. But do you want to do, like, we could do, like, a Q&A thing on, like, say, Pangea, that I'll just answer questions or whatever, and y'all can battle it out in a rapid battle, or I just go do impossible mode. So I'm gonna see what you think of that. I'm gonna set up a poll. So let me do this poll really quick. Start a poll. Pangea Q&A, and this will be open front. FFA, or just impossible mode. Enzo just plays. Next up. All right, let's see what you think about this. Because I'll give you all this. Can we do an Enzo clan versus public? Forsetti, I don't think we're gonna do that. Okay, you want Pangea. You want Pangea. I can very much see that. I guess the stream title will be, can turn the game into Minecraft. Geographic Edits asked. And didn't know I wasn't subbed. Oh, well, that's great. You can sub now, Oi, if you want that. All right, so you want to do Pangea free-for-all Q&A. We'll do that. And I can turn this into a time-lapse. So, GG's, I don't really know who won, because red team, we cheated. And then, yeah, so I don't know. Blue team, you actually did really well that round. So we're going to go to open front. Here we are in open front now. Let me create a lobby. This we can actually legitimately have. And yeah, thanks for hanging out, Lewis. We can legitimately have a time-lapse for this. Let's replace pinned message. Let's go back to this. Let's get this set up. Let's see how many people are in here. We got Ryan here, stir people. I'm gonna leave Mervs on. We're not gonna do any funny business. I'm probably just gonna watch it, because I feel like I don't want to get into the madness right now. I really was just playing a chill stream. So where is Pangea? Pangea madness. How many people? We got 30 people. We got WoW. I saw you, I know you were commenting on it, WoW, about the tournament earlier. Fafi, we know Fafi. We're getting to know more people. Mashallah is here. Bismillah Rahman Rahim. We got the GOAT. Geographic Edits. I did see your comment de que tengo bueno acento, más o menos. El problema es que casi no practico. That's the problem. If you saw, I'm sure you saw the horrible video I did in Spanish. Oh, we have Restart here. We got the other community manager. That's fun. Dude, you want me to play. I don't want to play, man. I just want to watch. I want to watch and commentate. Okay. So I think we're gonna start. We got that one guy who uses the check flag. Good luck to you all. I'm gonna start it right now. Oh, there's more people jumping in. Y'all want this. Yeah, man, Geographic Edits. I know who you are. Starting to get to know more people. We got some other Czech people. Factories are so bad, but I love them. I don't like factories, man. All right, good luck, everyone. I'm not playing it, but I'm gonna watch it. I don't really like factories, to be honest. Like, even, like, I think visually they're very cool, but I feel like if they were stronger and they actually got a little bit of a buff in the last patch, that I feel like they might promote gridlock. I don't really know. Because, I mean, whatever you get with a factory, you're strengthening your neighbor by just as much. So, I mean, we'll see how this goes. Typically on this map, my spawn, I often go down here. I don't know what part of the world this is. Like, literally, UN Irishmen, their spawn is the spawn that I choose. I always choose that spawn, because one of the things I like is I often like when I can get green spawns, and then maybe I have, like, a mountain next to me or something like that other people won't value as much, and I could be a little bit better. It'd actually be interesting in a tournament if Pangea was a map. I feel like it would be crazy. Like, if any of you watched the Tournament of Brilliance, which I'm going to cast the other games tomorrow, and we had really good games. Like, 70 people on this map would be just so freaking crazy. Be so, so insane. For me, like, playing some of those. So that's great from WoW. WoW got early annexation. That's skyrocketing them up the leaderboard. That's really good to see. Is max difficulty bots? What are y'all saying? Lugubrious, I don't know what you're talking about. What the stream was originally gonna be before Lewis called me is I was just gonna go try to figure out impossible mode. Because if you don't know, impossible mode has gotten an update that, well, just bots in general have gotten an update that they can now build more. And I wanted to go see if I can figure it out. Because if you don't know, a lot of people who play Openfront, they're actually just playing single player. Like, I don't know if the Restart would be the one who would be probably the person to know more about this. In Asceni, you might be mitochondria, man. That's funny. That's like a meme strat. Like, at some point with Openfront, we probably need like a meme Olympics type of thing. I think that could be cool. Yeah, let's see how y'all are doing. I mean, nothing really stands out that much with how y'all are setting up. Oh, we got Soviet Onion here from the Corgi stream. If that is the same person, I've seen that person before. Most other people, a lot of other people are new. Sinlate plays a lot of single player, and the new bots are crazy. Yeah, they look crazy. I might try to do a tutorial after this. There's a few strats that I have used in the past, include of like bribing bots. And I think for a lot of the maps, you're gonna have to do infestation maxing to win. Pangea, like on the old impossible mode, it was actually like really, really tough. The game that I was able to win on it actually took me a lot of tries. Like, it's not simple. So I kind of, like, the thought of the stream was it could be like a thing that I'm gonna try to figure it out, and we'll see if anyone else has strategies for some of the harder maps. Oh, Gagon. I mean, betrayal, and you were really low on troops. This is not the time to betray. If you watched the tournament earlier, what you'll see is basically everyone who was betraying an early game. It's just like freaking feeding frenzy, man. Freaking feeding frenzy. Restart's got a really good setup here. Like, one of the things from the tournament, and it's kind of just standard Openfront stuff. It's like, if you're one of the smallest people on the board, you just kind of slowly get picked off from the bigger fish around. There were some, like, crazy twists, though, in the tournament. There were some really good things. And it was interesting to see higher level gameplay. Y'all asking Lewis questions about strategies and stuff. And it's actually kind of funny that he pretty much has the same opening strat that I've had from a while ago. Geographic edits, that is quite the border that you got. That's actually really interesting that you have all of this. It's going to make your game more complicated because you got a lot more alliances to manage, but you've got, like, great prospects right here in the middle. What flag is that even? Don't know what flag that is. But it's like, is that like Russia flag with like some bonus? Oh, and YRA. You're going down, man. You're going down. Yeah, some of the people who play on the stream is that Slovenian flag? I thought it looked like Slovenian flag, but it just looked like a little bit off, man. Is Spagacha from Slovenia? I think Spagacha's from Slovenia, right? We'll see. We'll see how y'all do. WoW here had a good start, but it looks like you got hemmed in. think that could be like a thing on some of these, just like better position, you're all central, just not as good of options. So I mean, we'll see, like in terms of how this all looks, Aseni is basically a mitochondria at this point. And there might actually be some benefits of leaving them. I mean, Aseni, they literally can't do anything. If they break the alliance, they disappear. If they push, they disappear. If they don't renew, if Restart clicks on them with 1%, they're gone. But it might actually just be a benefit of like a slight gold boost, because they're never going to be a threat. Like the only way out for them is if it like goes to like crazy bomb status. Slovakia, Slovenia. Cooley, what's your non-strat question? Y'all had tons of questions for Lewis. If you got any questions, let me know. Because after this, I am going to go do some impossible mode, I think. And one other thing that's funny, well, it makes sense. More people watch OpenFront than the Teratomic stuff. All the flags, so Maddie says, all the flags with the little things that look kind of off in OpenFront is definitely Slovenia. Okay, gotcha, man. Rye's doing really well here. He does have centrality, but I don't think that's that big of an issue, because the people to the south are all kind of, like, patchy. Geographic Edits has the funniest freaking borders. Like, y'all see this? I think Geographic Edits, didn't you have, like, this other thing up here that got taken out or something? So, favorites, we've got 2 people in pole position that Restart's got supremacy in his area. No one can really challenge him. So my kind of guess is, like, if we look at these timers for alliances, I don't know if we can actually see the timers on them. Restart's basically going to be one-shotting people whenever the alliances run out. Rise position, he's probably going to be doing the same. I mean, that's not really new. Just wondering how much resistance there can be from these people in the south. That's the thing. Oh, is someone lobbing in a hydro? The goat, is that an atom bomb? Oh, it's an atom bomb. They're freeing Aseni. They're letting Aseni be free. Quick, Aseni, be free. Be free, man. Yeah, and the goat, not much to do there. Pretty cooked. So I'm curious, how behind is WoW? WoW somehow got out of that situation. I don't know where you were on the leaderboard, man. But looks like some dominoes fell in your favor, maybe. Who's this over here? We got Pixel Liberator. Oh, Sam. Sam got their bomb hit by a Sam. Is this going to get in time? Oh, you barely got it. That's a big hit. You know, on this map, cities are really important. Just because, like, I have to do this vid at some point. I keep on mentioning it. I did a test of basically how much occupation percentage is equivalent to a city. On some of these really small maps, like, you can make up a couple percentage differences. Okay, so there's some bombing going here, and this will show you why you can't really get up stuff. Sam's under suppressing fire. So if you're not set up well, or you just get up missile silos, you can just be good. So, I mean, Rye's probably just going to have to live with some of that at this point. Restart here. He's doing his next attack. Let's see what's going on. Cooley retracted their message. Let's see what eu tenho uma pergunta. Maicon tem uma pergunta. Sorry for all of you who don't speak Portuguese. Maicon, você fala inglês? Ou eu vou precisar responder em português? So Maicon asked, quais jogos você mais joga? It's probably OpenFront. The funny thing is that, like, I don't play that many games. I really didn't. Like, the kind of game I fell into was OpenFront's predecessor, just because it's, like, geography, it's kind of global, which just kind of fits with my thing, and Restart's freaking killing it here. Y'all better watch out for Restart. It's not so doomed that you have to fight him, or it's it, but, I mean, keep an eye on him. So I might be playing some others on the channel. I need to get, like, I need to get a PC, because a lot of games I just can't play. I want to play Primordialis. If y'all know about that. It's basically what I think, like, Spore was supposed to be. There's a few other ones I had in mind, but still thinking about that. Maicon, espero que você fale inglês, porque... because you're kind of in the minority here. Alex wants to reduce the size of names. Too much clutter. There's a lot of clutter in OpenFront. No! The Aseni. Oh, the sad dude, man. He lost all his stuff. So sad, dude. Caledonian looks good too, though. Let's see what all this is. Will there be upgrades add to OpenFront? Cooley, what do you mean by upgrades? Like, I don't know. I don't get what you're asking. I betrayed myself by building a city instead of a factory. Aseni, what are you talking about, man? Are Sam and Rye teaming? Which one's, where's Sam in this? I mean, on another stream, just to give you a heads up, there actually were, I don't think they were teaming. I wasn't really paying attention to how Sam was doing. There were some UN people in voice chat apparently coordinating. I think it might have been one of those streams where I did like infinite troops or something like that. Or infinite gold, I don't know. Did you say Spore? Emocon, I did say Spore. There's a game called Primordialis that looks kind of cool to me, that I feel like it was what Spore Cell Mode was supposed to be, that you basically, like, build these creatures that kind of navigate this, procedurally generated world. You can build, like, spikes, you can... I mean, in Spore, like, clearly you wouldn't have lasers, so it's kind of different, but you have stuff like that. Oh, did Restart do a hit right here? I don't know. Oh. Your modem says it was free-for-all Nuke Wars. Yeah, that's what it was. So, I mean, we'll see. Some of y'all are getting up to Mervs. One thing to just consider on this map, in a lot of maps, and you might actually see a game on my channel pretty soon about this, Mervs might not be worth it on this. Like, Caledonia, with you saving up for this type of stuff, I mean, Restart's a little closer. You both have an advantage because of the top of the map. From what I've seen, like, for Restart, if you were just watching my stream right now, say Caledonia was the one other person, and I had a Merv, I put a missile silo right here, click it right here, and it basically instantly go off. But if Rye wants to do it, it has to fly more, from what I've seen. I don't know if they fixed that. Emocon, you're talking about Primordialis. How long, Pozox asked, how long is today's stream going to be? I don't know, man. It's all been, like, freaking derailed. How long has it even been thus far? We're almost at, like, a freaking hour, and we haven't even gotten to the actual topic of the stream. So Restart looks good here. I mean, with Mashallah, like, one thing, if you want, like, I mean, this is one of the things that I like about commentating a little bit better. Like, if I was playing this, and I'm thinking about one-shotting people, Caledonian's really strong too, just overall. And Hydras on this map, once the Hydras start flying, everything changes. Something you can sometimes do is you can put up SAMs close to people's missile silos. So, like, if I put up a SAM right here, and then I waited for this alliance to expire with Mashallah, his missile silo wouldn't work because it just immediately shoots stuff down. But Mashallah is looking not too hot. WoW here... I'm not that worried about... I wouldn't be that worried if I was him. But, like, I don't think he has that many prospects. And, I mean, if I was anyone else in the game, and you're small, I would be holding on to a Hydro. And, speak of the devil, here goes Mashallah. Not much to do here. And this is one of the things. If Mashallah had a Hydro, he could, like, get rid of, like, 50% of Restart stuff. But, unfortunate, man. Once you're the smallest fish on the board, there's not really much to do. It's just kind of doomed, dude. Isenio tried a game of just building factories. Yeah, I don't think it works. I don't think it does, to be honest. So, I mean, with how this is all looking, I think we just kind of have the stalemate stuff. I couldn't even tell if, like, Lewis was, like, trolling with his endgame strats and stuff like that. I don't even know, man. So WoW's troops just go down. So he's actually trying to do something. I'm wondering if they're, on the stream, they're actually doing boat banks. That's one of the most key things to success. So it's a boat push right here. And WoW doesn't have huge risk at this point. Because I feel like Rye's kind of like third fiddle. So I guess we're going to see what happens when these alliances expire. I don't like the whole kind of plot of just calling the game at 20 minutes and geographic edits. Don't think there was much to do, man. It looks like your 10 gold is just down the drain. So how many do we have left? We've got 6 left. Sam is being kept alive, but that existence is now over at this point in time. See you, Sam. Trying to help out your UN friend. What is this mode? This mode it's just a free-for-all. I was gonna do impossible mode. So some of you are getting up to Mervs. Pixel Liberator's got a lot right here. Yeah, so they can Merv, but the Hydras can do a lot. Like, you think about it, like a Hydra range right in here. Like, a Hydra right here would do a ton of damage if WoW did this. So, we got classic stalled game, which is one of the reasons why I often don't do free-for-alls on stream. But, maybe to kill the time, I could tell you, like, how I would think about this in different position. So, Restart has, like, in terms of him, he's got good stuff because he's at the top of the map. We can't go highlight all of his Sam stuff. With him, it just doesn't look good in a lot of ways. Like, if I was trying to think about something, I could just try to put a missile silo on the south of Caledonian and maybe hit a Hydro. The other thing I'd be thinking about is looking where Caledonian's missile silos is. And I'm thinking about that because that's the main threat to Restart at this point. I'd also might put up a warship or two over here. Because if you can get in a Hydra... Oh, speak of the devil. If you can put in a Hydra right in this core, that will get rid of probably half his pop. And you could hit him whenever that expires. Oh, and we see a bomb down here. So, WoW is using some of that pop damage from Hydros. And can Rye respond? They do have the capacity to respond, but this is the tough thing. If you misplace a Hydra on this map, and it's so painful, if you hit it in any wrong direction, you're just doomed. Because you see, they clip Pixel Liberator. You gotta be freaking careful. And that can be basically it. So, Rye now, they're basically just a bunch of pixels. They're going to be seeing if they can survive. Okay, so Restart's doing the freaking strat. You see that? Brilliant play. That is, like, amazing shock and awe. Caledonian, if I got to him, he needed to counter Sam's on that other front, like, immediately. Because if you just get hit by that, you're super cooked. Now, question is, with WoW and Pixel Liberator, you should see that Restart is 54% of the map. And you didn't push him there. So, let's actually just check this. Can we see Restart's alliances? You have both of those. So you both might have missed your opportunity to push here. Because Restart's in this position. I mean, you can Merv him. But he might be able to one-shot you. And, with all these type of other things. And, I mean, Caledonian, if you want to be vengeful, dude, you can do it. You've got your pumpkin launcher, man. No. So, I mean, Restart is in this zone where he's got so much that, like, if I was WoW, because I'm going to try to help the smaller people, I would put up defense posts, I would have missile silos on the border, and I would be prepared to fight. I know you can Merv, but part of the problem is that Restart probably has so much land that you're probably not going to be able to do anything. So look at this well-coordinated attack. And this might show you that Mervs might not be as valuable as you think. Because Restart did, like, a freaking fantastic job with all this. That just having these one red buttons, because you're on the bottom of the map, if you wait like that, it can just be doom. So, I mean, Restart, really good job. Like, if any of you want to learn something from this game, go and watch what Restart did with the missile silos down here in this part of Pangea and hitting up there. Because I have to do the test finally. But my guess is that whatever percentage of pixels it takes out from your land, I bet that those Hydros or Atom Bombs, they do the same amount of pop damage. So if I blow up 50% of your land with Hydros, if you have 2,000 cities, you're going to lose half your pop all the same. So Restart, really well done. Yeah, like that was really good. And the counter for, I can't remember which one it was Caledonian. Dude, you gotta look at, like, your base here. And you've got to have, like, some SAM coverage in this area, especially on this map. And you also need to really have, like, a counter-strike plan. Because as soon as you see the red, like, glow on your screen, you need to have your finger on the freaking 8 button and fire as fast as you can where you need to. So that was really good. Yeah. This is, I think, OpenFront's Restart. Restart, really well done. Y'all can learn a ton from that. That was actually... I don't think that's Evan Kasane. Let's confirm, was that Restart or Evan? And does anyone want to do me a favor and put this game in, it's Evan or Restart? Evan or Restart? It's Evan? It is? Oh, it is Evan. How's it going, Evan? How's your day going? We had Lewis on the stream earlier. Okay. So, given that, I'm going to give y'all another option. We're just going to change the entire theme of the stream. We're going to change it. I'm going to do another poll. We're gonna do free-for-all. See if you want to do free-for-all or Enzo plays impossible mode. What's up next? Okay, let's see what y'all want. Because maybe I'll do the impossible mode stuff another round. I'm probably not going to play the free-for-all, by the way. Just as a heads up. Oh yeah, you all just want to play. I totally get it. What's impossible mode? Dude, it's just single player. I was just going to, I was, like, literally with the plan of the stream, if you look at the description, I was basically just going to go through the different maps and try to, like, figure out how to beat them. Because I think some of them are legitimately impossible. So it was going to be really strategic. Yeah. Kasani needs to get good. I see the, see that reference. I put the game in for you, Enzo. What do you mean? Oh, the GOAT. You are the best. You're the GOAT, man. Merci beaucoup, the GOAT. I don't know if you're French. Okay. It looks like you want to do another free-for-all. So I'm actually cool with that. We might have to just delay the stream. So let's go back to OpenFront. And let me create this lobby. If any of you have any recommendations in the map, post them in the chat. See you, WoW. Have a good rest of your day. Good luck tomorrow in the tournament. I'll be casting. So let's replace the pin message. All right. Any recommendations for maps? I kind of want a smaller map, just to be honest. Because I think, yeah, I think I do want a smaller map. Let's see. Oh, Japan could be so funny, man. Japan could be hysterical. I love whoever suggested Japan. Coolly, that's funny. And it's going to be just so doom. And I'm so sorry for y'all. But, it'll be fun to watch what y'all do on this. How many people do we got playing? We got 30 people. Very cool. Oh, man. Evan, are you still in the chat? At some point, we should do a Q&A on stream or something about your vision for OpenFront. And restart again. Really good job last game. That was, like, super well done. I think how I'm gonna play this game. Oh, he's playing. Evan is playing. Y'all got the creator. You know what'd be funny? If he could activate hacks. This would be something that would be interesting if you could give, like, one player, like, God mode. I've thought about, like, a game mode you could have. Like, just really briefly, I probably need to process it more. Like, you have one person who secretly has, like, infinite gold. And the goal of the game is either to win or kill, like, the traitor. Or something like that. So they can reveal themselves whenever. Or maybe, like, after 5 minutes. And then other people have to coordinate. Okay. So, we have 40 players. Do we really have Molky? C'est pas vrai. Il n'est pas le vrai Molky. He's going to come in, he's gonna make a video about this. We're gonna do Japan, man. It's gonna be so screwed. Well, good luck to y'all. I'm gonna start it now. This is a terrible map, by the way. So I'm just gonna see what y'all do and what happens with it. Best of luck to you. It's like the smallest map. What about an MP? So, Amokan asked, what about an NPC like a boss, and whoever kills it becomes the other boss? I forgot the original name of the game mode. They're doing that, like Lewis said earlier on the stream, they're doing nations versus, people. I think that's something I feel like there could be something down that route. I think you need to elaborate it. But actually, I kind of like the idea of that. Like, you have, you do have, like, you have a boss. Yeah, and then you kill it, and then you take it out. But I don't think you could switch it around. Like, I don't know. Like, the goal, like, the boss has some type of benefit. Like, they get, like, 3 times as many troops. But how would that work? Like, is it still a free-for-all that you can backstab other people? I don't know. I don't know, man. Yeah. Oh, Lewis is still watching. Dude, I thought you had to go. All right, so let's take a look at this. So one of the biggest things in these games, I'm so curious if this is the real Molky. It probably isn't. I've seen fake Molkies in game before. He's annexing, but I don't know if that's a real sign that this is Molky. He's got the Molky skin though. Molky, c'est toi? C'est toi qui joues maintenant? No, if he's playing this, he's definitely recording. He's trying to get in on the stream. So his position, don't know about it. I mean, kind of the things that stand out on this map is like winning your zone, and like this is a pretty big chunk of territory up here in the north of Japan. I don't really know Japanese geography. Open Front creator, he always, like, whenever he plays in the playtest, he always does the craziest stuff. Like, he hides on islands, and he was really obsessed in the past of like doing these bunker busters, of like hitting like hotkeys and just firing a ton of atom bombs at like the crown and stuff. So, just looking at stuff, I didn't get to see the spawns good, but Molky definitely has a great setup right here. This wouldn't have been my choice for a spawn, but he probably had, like, lower player density or something like that. Kasani wants to make Hearts of Iron for Kasani mode. So Rai has gotten a good setup too. That's likely from experience of picking good spawns. Didn't really get to see that, because we do have this kind of like good area right in the middle here. But if one thing you can think about too on like this map, not saying I'm great at open front, but like even though the kind of game that I played on my Welcome Back to Open Front vid was not good, and it was just complete luck, if you win your zone and you're on one side of it, you have a lot of like power, because like you don't have risk. That's one of the things I noticed in the tournament too, that if you got like a big advantage on one side of the map, oftentimes that worked out, at least in like the short run. That's probably too simplified though. There's probably more nuance with the tournament. I need to stop rambling, man. Lewis, I think like doing like a game with YouTubers where we're in a voice call could be funny. That we could like negotiate things. Like, we could negotiate, like, if you let me live, I will just build factories and support you. Like as tribute states. I feel like that is an interesting potential that we should explore at some point. So I need to actually look at the map. So we've got Hussite down here, who has not been able to take out Okinawa yet. So you're kind of just role-playing. But I don't know how much time you got left, man. You got to get up that warship, dude. You got to get out fast, because I think this is the main area you want to cover. Because Molky's getting over here. Hussite, hit that warship button. What is it? 7. Otherwise, you're going to be doomed. Ura doesn't look that strong. It's kind of, like, similar with him and Molky. Majuk Panda, they look decent there with their land kind of occupation. I don't know where they are on the leaderboard. They're actually not as high as I thought. Yeah, they're actually lower. I think that's just kind of optical. And then, big friend of for Enzo, they just got a big chunk right there. That's good. There's a lot of bigger people in the middle, so I kind of wonder how that's going to be. Sam is kind of pretty strong here. Restart looks like they're not in good shape this game. And Sam's almost getting to a new zone, so the ends are a little bit smaller, and there's some bigger people in the middle, so we'll see how this works out. Cooley wants an upgrade thing. Cooley, have you seen the other open front variants that aren't just the complete copy-paste, even though in practice, I don't think any of them really offered that much that's new. Like, Solar Front is just too buggy. Teratomic, they've got some things coming. Some things are cool, but I don't know if it will really translate into gameplay. Tactic Front is kind of just little excess, and Front Wars is just stolen and they messed up the code with factories. Twitchy Dev is new to these type of games, watching my vids to learn. I hope they're helpful. I make a lot of mistakes, and I'm actually a lot more newbie because I haven't played in a while. Because, like, I feel like Open Front, it requires so much freaking attention. Like, if you watched the tournament games, some of the things just give me such a headache thinking about. Like how many rivers there are, how many alliances there are that people have. People are using the boat bank strategy, that they have to keep track of that in different areas. And then there's all the timers. And it's just like, just even saying it, it's like so much, man. Oh, Cooley's only played Teratomic. Cooley, you should look at Tactic Front quickly. It's kind of cool in single player. Like, there's some neat things. Part of my critique of Tactic Front is that it doesn't really offer anything, like, most of the buildings in Tactic Front are stats-based. So it's like, I build a hospital, and now I have 2% increased population growth. Like, neat. And then someone can go and blow up your hospital. And, like, like, I don't find that, like, interesting. Because I don't think it adds something dynamic to the game. Like, for example, Tactic Front has nuclear reactors. If they made nuclear reactors really, really strong, but if you blow it up, it turns into, like, a hydro explosion, that would be interesting. The things I think that if you do want to, like, if people do want to mod OpenFront, they need to be focused on kind of, like, dynamic stuff that changes the game. Okay, so this is a big development. But it is kind of a regional development. So Anon 552 coming out of this, they've got like the world at their fingertips. That they don't really have that much risk. The only risk they really have is restart. Like if I was this Anon 552, I wouldn't really be comfortable with Betrayal yet. I'd kind of just wait for my alliances to expire and then clear the Goat or Pixel Liberator. The Goat and Pixel Liberator. I mean, Pixel Liberator, this is what I'd do too. I'd put up defense posts. If I had enough to do some bombs, I might consider it, but it's looking pretty bad. You could try some boat banks from down here on your little enclave, but you might be getting out of the game pretty soon. On the other front, on the other side of the map, how has no one taken out Okinawa yet? Hussite left, and who's this? Mulkey's trying to get an outpost base. It'll be fun to see if this is his vid. There's a good chance this is him because he's got the skin, man. So looking at some of this other stuff on the map, I mean, big friend for Enzo, in terms of their position, and like, they've likely done really well. I don't really see how they've gotten like all of this stuff, but they're mixed in with a bunch of other big boys. The things I would be concerned about with kind of them, like if I was in their spot, I'd be really cautious about weakening someone like Sam. Because this guy, he's always going to win this zone. He's always going to do it. And he's probably just going to roll this way. So Sam's already getting pushed. I don't know if Sam's going to be able to stop this. We'll see. He's going to have to burn some gold. And he's already kind of down on some of these. So, oh, does he get it? And Sam... Ooh, I think he's getting over. He's trying to blow them up, but you know, from my experience, it doesn't like just defending with missiles and blowing up transports is often not a good play. So I think that Sam kind of cooked. Restart, I don't think he's got like one decision. Like he has like that it's either fight this guy or it's doomed, but this is good from Sam. I mean, one of the things with OpenFront, I think I need to show more games like this. Even if you lose, like, you should just defense post all this. Install as long as you can. I guess you might push back if you're, like, low on your growth curve. Like, I'd keep lining these up and just try to last as long as you can. And I might even try to see if you could get, like, a little enclave somewhere, but it doesn't look good. So, we got Wrecking Ball in the north. Mulkey has likely gotten his island base. Stankonia's got a little bit of a base down there. And I think Stanley Jages is probably going down. We're going to have to see, because we've got Wrecking Ball in the north. Oh, yeah, Sam's going down. We got Big Friend for Enzo, who's kind of in, like, B position behind all this. And you always got to keep an eye on this guy, because the more people he takes out, the more of, like, a betray risk he can be for y'all. Let's see what y'all are saying in the chat. Goat's talking about his position in the game. I didn't really see all of what went on with you, man. Yeah, Lewis, that makes sense. I mean, that's what I was saying earlier. Like, if you win your side of the map and you don't have risk, because Anon 552 doesn't have that much risk at this point. Like, if they were doing boat banks and stuff, they could probably betray some people and just, like, roll them over. That even if there were people who were doing better in the middle, like Big Friend for Enzo, this guy, like, he just doesn't have the risks of people, big boys on the other side of the map. So we got kind of like, I'd call these smaller nations at this point in time. Majuk Ponda is still stayed in the game. Quickscope or Horde looks pretty similar. Stanley Jays is like this. So, I mean, we'll see what y'all end up doing. Hey, Voltaire, I'm doing okay today. It's all right, just chilling. Gonna take another sip of water. And I think this is the end for Pixel Liberator. I don't know what happened. I guess they sent out a bomb and then there was a counter bomb. One of the things I noticed, I don't know if this Anon 552 is managing their pop as well as they should. It seems like they should be at higher pop. That would be my impression. But anyone who's got a border with them should definitely be looking over their shoulders, because everyone's been slowly picked off one by one, man. Someone in the chat has lost an island. Oh, this is cool. I didn't realize there were these islands over here. That's kind of funny. It reminds me of the early Oceania map. If any of you saw that, like when the game first came out, I was able to win a game from like one of these crazy far out islands like Hawaii. I don't think you can do it anymore though. Like I feel like that would be way too hard because I wish we had a way to have clarity with the levels of buildings, but we could still put lots of stuff on islands. Because all this will just be taken out by 5 mil, and it sucks. Oh, no one pay attention to Burger. Don't see on that island. He doesn't want to see that. Yeah, and like past Openfront, there was a lot more power with islands. Because Sam's effective range was better, and you could just make it into a super base. And you also had the Doomday Snare. Oh, Stanley JS. That's it for you. Alright. So, thinking about people who are not in pole position, Restart doesn't need tips. But with him, like if I was recording a video, I'd probably... Oh, maybe he's not waiting for death. But I'd be really worried. Because you see how close all this is. This guy's got a missile silo here, so he can't really bomb immediately. You could bomb this and clip out some of his pop, which would probably be good given this is a small map. One of the risks of like some of these fights on these kind of borders like this with Majuk Panda, this might have just gotten allied. Yeah, it did. Is that oftentimes I don't like pushing people with these long skinny borders because you see, like if I anger this guy like Majuk Panda in just a regular game, there's a chance, given he has his main base here, he'll never forgive me and he'll bomb me for the rest of the game. Okay. Is this a push? I think this is one of those moments where I think the game might be decided. The Anon 552, they're going way down on troops. So we'll have to see what's going on, you know. I'm thinking, I mean, Restart's gonna have to make the call. I'm wondering if there was a betray play there, because Restart only has really, he doesn't have the most risks. We're gonna have to see, because this has always been the theme. That this guy won this part of won this part of the territory, and he can just roll down. Oh, we might have seen a mistake with Hydro. This is a big deal. Is someone gonna capitalize? Is Quickscoper gonna capitalize? Will it be a feeding frenzy? There's no movement here. Majuk Panda's getting hit. He might have accidentally clipped someone else too. That's one of the tough things with Hydros, man. Well, we'll see. Oh, damn. Hydro and Betrayal. Okay. Let's check the gold count. I don't think there's a Merv timer this game. Restart actually has a lot of gold. Oh, he got hit. He got hit by one of these. And I think this might be the fight. That's an okay hit. So, I mean, one of the big challenges with 552 here, he's going way down on troops. And there are some people, like Mulkey's still alive in the south. And there's all these kind of funny island nations that are still existing. But this is definitely the main battle. If we check city count, this is probably a bigger deal on this map. Quickscoper Horde and the Anon 552 are pretty similar. So, I mean, we'll see. Restart's burned his Hydras and stuff, doing some damage. The kind of interesting thing about this game is it's really clear Quickscoper Horde's going to fight Anon 552, but there's some people that I don't know if they have too much, but they got enough that they can hit this guy. So he's gonna be sandwiched. That we'll have to keep in mind. We'll see. For right now, he's just getting some of this other territory, which is actually a good call. Restart's looking pretty doomed. I mean, I don't know if there's much of a plan for Restart at this point. I think he tried to defend himself as best he can. And the Anon 552, they're doing like more conservative pushes. So I don't know, is that an Atom Bomb or Hydra? Restart's doing good with their defense post. That's a good call. And Restart's making his last stand with these bombs. Going in as Anon 552 goes down here. Anon 552, they need to be conscious about their troop level. Because Quickscope or Horde, like, if this was some of the people from the tournament, I'm sure they would be boat banking here and getting, like, 40% more troops. So Restart did the best he could. I don't know if it was really on the cards for him. He's just a bunch of pixels, and he's going to remain in the game as a little island. So this is a good strategy from Quickscope or Horde of going and taking these other areas, because this makes Anon 552's base a little more vulnerable. So it's actually, there's decent parity here. Like, this guy's a little ahead, but he's kind of like a little wily. I mean, there's two main front runners, and then we've got these kind of other people. Oh, and Mulkey's going down. That this alliance expires. Does Mulkey have enough to do any Hydras? He does not. Ooh, that's tough. So Mulkey's reduced to Island Nation. And everyone has borders. So I guess we get a standoffish game. With a non-552 base a little bit compromised. Don't know how I feel about that Sam right there. Don't know if you need Sams. Feel like if I was a non-552, I would be preparing for like some shock and awe thing. And if I was Quickscope or Horde, I'd probably be doing the same. Like doing shock and awe, like setting up a missile silo here, not super lucrative because of the close Sam. This is actually like one of the areas that's more vulnerable. I think some of the better players, I think they just don't put up Sams because there's just other places you can hit. Like if you saw the tournament earlier, there's not many Sams in the game. There's not. What did Restart say? He got clipped by Hydras from everyone shooting bombs. Oh, did you? Unfortunate man. I Hydra'd the crown to slow him down. Majuk Panda did that. But clipped Restart a little. Oh, that's... Majuk Panda, I'm so sorry. That's one of the worst experiences. when you're like trying to help someone and then you just like hit like a tiny pixel from like Rye or someone. It's like awful, man. So I would be looking for the kind of like, if it was me, if I was Quickscope or Horde, I'd be looking at the places for quick Hydras. I'd be conscious about allying Rye here. Because if you clip him, that's just doom. I'd probably have a lot of defense posts on my border. And I'd also be looking at where the Anon 552 missile silos are. Because you see right here, like this is very suspicious. This looks like Atom Bomb Hydro, and I get rid of like 20% of your pop, or maybe like 15%. So that's what I would be worried about. So I would have my own kind of concern for hitting back. Right here you see double missile silo. So Anon 552, they're kind of menacing with some of those silos. Yeah, Anon has one way to go. But everyone does have borders with everyone. The Anon 570, some of them, I'm just looking at what their base kind of is like. I mean, you have all these island nations that are kind of whatever, because they, like in this game, they just get hit by a Hydra and they can't do anything. And Mervs just don't reset people. This guy, I'd probably think about a Sam or two more. Because one Hydro, and you could lose your whole base, man. Like, yeah, I would think about maybe a Sam in here. Even though I know they could be countered. I mean, given it's this game that I'm just, like, telling you all my thoughts. Probably remove some of that. But I'd definitely be thinking about how do quick strikes look. And I think Quickscoper is already thinking about that. All right, here we go. Here we go. We see it going. And we got Distractor Bomb. We got Big Hit. You see that. That took out a massive amount of this. This is probably go time, y'all. This is likely go time. If you don't fight this guy on 570, this is the thing about Open Front. Some of these games are decided in an instant. And that's what those bombs can do. And I don't think even Quickscope or Horde's bombs got off to a good start. And this, I think it's kind of just doom at this point. Because I think Anon 570, I think you had to betray when this guy was vulnerable. Because if you do it now, it's just kind of too late because he's just got more troops than you. And he's got more gold. And you see this. So this is well done. I think we got a Distractor and a Hydro. Brilliant. Absolutely great play. So Anon 552. Leader's just going to run away with it, I think. I mean, all you island nations, if y'all want to have a chance, y'all got to start unloading immediately. I would also put, oh, there's a Merv. But that doesn't guarantee that much necessarily. Like, this guy's vulnerable. but I don't think I don't know if anyone can counter that much. So Mulkey's putting in a hit, but how much does Mulkey have? He doesn't have that much. He only has 5 cities. So he's not going to get that far. So all the little wasps are going on this guy. I don't know if he's got trade. So if I was him, I think you just sit up. You sit up and you wait a little bit. Getting out restart is an okay push, though. But you just kind of got to do damage control and hope the freaking, the swarm doesn't get you. What are y'all saying in this? And Tonin says Anon 552 had an alt. Is that really a thing, man? Was Stankonia the one who did the Merv? Oh, and there's side quest IO going down here with these nuclear battles. So we'll see if the Anon guy can do enough to kind of stall all this off. He's still got a big percentage of the map, but a lot of Hydras could do a lot of work. So with him, definitely want to get up to a better part of your growth curve. And if it was me, I'd probably wait for that, and I might just try to just get rid of like 1 or 2 of these people. And also make sure my defenses from Anon 570, like that every area here is just defense posted, because this is the guy that's got enough to do more damage. And actually, I'd probably even think about Hydraing down in here. Probably shouldn't be helping him, though. So all the people, like, and this is one of the things, it can really suck if you lose a game like this. It can be so brutal, because it's just tragic when he gets swarmed by people. So that's good from Rye. He's resisting. He's got his island here. And this is the problem. He doesn't... Oh. I thought this was going to be a targeting of this. The thing with all this is it can be tough to, like, coordinate taking out all this stuff. Because for him, he's got to think about all these freaking rats everywhere. And you all can just be on islands and just launch in bombs, except for, like, freaking side quest IO people down here in southern part of Japan. Stankonia, I'm guessing Stankonia did the Merv. So he definitely saved the game. I don't know if everyone was counting on that. So Anon 552 is cleaning people up. Everyone's still launching bombs. Mulkey's working with these other people. This will be great if this is a vid. I mean, you'll see if you can resist. This is what he needs to do. He needs to sit back, and he needs to degrade capacity. That's the main thing. Defense posts are good. Hitting in hydros where you can, and just trying to remove people. Like, this is probably one of the things that's harder to see in this is Rye right here. But if you just do 1.5 mil, you can take that out and basically nip that in the bud, and that's a little bit of capacity lost. So, I mean, we'll see. With the kind of other play, these people just need to keep on pumping in troops and keep on going. And they'll see how they can do, and if this guy can stall them off. Someone said, Ryan thinks Anon 570 will take it. He's actually got a lot of troops. He's got 42 cities. The Crown has got 45. Oh, that's so brutal. That's absolutely brutal. 3 missile silos down the drain. And I mean, the defense posts are a good idea, but I think, I mean, what, does he have any trade? That's the kind of question. He likely has trade with some people. That's what my guess would be. I mean, it's just, at this point, it's just a battle of attrition, and Anon 570 is another Hydra at this point, so, I mean, we'll see. Jurgen Master, that was the original plan for the stream. I was just gonna play, Impossible mode and see if I could figure it out. Yeah. Amalka and I agree, it is an interesting match. Because the Merv saved it. All these people kind of went for everything. There's been a side quest battle happening on the southern part of this. And it's still just a kind of question to see if this Anon 552 is able to stave off some of these hits. So, looks like another clump of missiles got taken out, which is really, really unfortunate. Not sure how the troop management has been. I feel like maybe there needed to be some more pushback from this guy. And I honestly feel like 570 could have pushed more too. So the type of thing I'll just say is if you are island players like Mulkey and Stankonia and this guy over here, Burger, if you want to win this, you got to start considering the fact that 570 hasn't won yet, but they're getting a lot of momentum. and you might need to start thinking about when you need to turn on them. Because continuing to put pressure on this guy, like one of the things with OpenFront, it's figuring out the pivot. When you need to pivot of who's going to be the next biggest threat. Because you see in the top left, occupation percentage is changing. He got another Merv? Who got another Merv? Stankonia. Oh, but Stankonia left. Oh. If Mulkey sees that, oh, Mulkey does see it. Is Mulkey's gonna get a Merv? Because he's just right here. So Mulkey's gonna get a Merv, and it's still pretty drawn. So, I mean, y'all gotta kind of make that call when you're playing these games if you are some of these small people. I mean, it's kind of hard to do anything. I mean, like, if you're a big friend for Enzo, you were in a good position, but what can you do? Like, you can build this up, but it can all just get taken out so easy. Rye here is still doing his kind of side quest stuff. He is going for Anon 552. And this probably is tragic for Anon 552. They thought they had it, but they got merved at last second. Lewis, I don't know if I'm doing one more. The whole stream freaking changed, man. The change of plans. I got the crazy Halloween call from you. And then, then we did 2 of these games because this is what people wanted. I might call it after this one, man. Dude, I might call it. I'm kind of tired, man. I was thinking I was just gonna chill and, like, just strategically think about this. So Mulkey's getting some more. And it's about to change the leaders. And the thing you also have to count in with all this... Oh, Mulkey. Mulkey has a Doomsday weapon, man. He's got, yeah, he's got a Doomsday weapon. And if you had better control this game, like someone did, you could potentially make this into a farm or a piggy bank. So, that could be a good strat. So, still trying to resist. Anon 552 is trying in the north. Lewis, oh my god. Lewis is forcing me to do one more of these games. Lewis, do you have a map? Do you want me to do it on Britannia? Thank you for the donation, Lewis, man. All right. So, things have shifted. Mulkey's still doing good taking some of this irradiated land. I'm still thinking, like, the backdrop with all this about, like, how important boat banks for this. And you'll also see a bug right here, I think. Or at least when the alliance expires. It used to be that, like, if you surround allied players, like little enclaves like this, oh. That is hysterical. Restart was able to build up enough cities that he was able to take this. Oh, and here's a hit on the crown. All right, so the cycle returns. Restart's actually, I like Restart's position because Restart has some really good ports and a really simple game. Restart, you do have this one island here to take of Anon 552, but he's probably in pieces everywhere, so you're probably not going to get it. So Mulkey's made a comeback. Oh, Lewis wants Britannia. I mean, Mulkey has to think about the time for it, because one of these things, like, you kind of be these, like, rats kind of cleaning up all this other stuff, and Mulkey has got really well-protected infrastructure. Imagine that Mulkey wins this. This will actually be a great game. If this is the real Mulkey. I actually really want to see it. Pozox, was he really cheating? I feel like multiple people said he was cheating. Like other people said it was cheating. He was cheating too. So we've got a reset. Mulkey's got Doomsday Weapon in his pocket, so anyone who messes with him, he can merv him, but I don't think merving's always the best idea. Especially on the smaller maps. And Mulkey... If I was him, I'd probably put up, like, a port here. Oh. Anon 570 is going for Restart. Okay. Interesting. Very interesting. Look at this. You see this right here. This is the sign of something evil. It's the sign of a plan. Of a plan I actually mentioned earlier. I mentioned this plan earlier. Guys, we might have just, like, scripted some, like, the best video. Restart's comeback is great. I mean, he's like Ultimus Rexing. He's like, he lost the game and then he just kind of hung out in a little area and he rose from the ashes. Now, Anon 570, they need to be really conscious of Mulkey. Because Mulkey's got a lot of troops. He's got 48 cities. They're pretty similar. And let's just go to occupation percentage. Restart doesn't have that much gold. So I think What's going on? Getting this weird, like, feedback from my, headphones. Oh, no, it's not that. It's like there's like, something else going on outside here. There's, like, a car backed up. Okay. So, yeah, I'd be really worried about these two. Like, I would not be that keen on fighting Restart. I'd be thinking more about Mulkey, but the problem with Mulkey has a really defensible base. I don't know if this can really be Merved. In Merlin here, if Merlin wanted to do some bamboozling at a point, he could try it. He could definitely try it. We'll see. So we've got kind of a standoff game. Restart's in a little bit more vulnerable position. I think someone just died there. That's what all their ships were. Who was that? That's an on 570 going down. So Mulkey's advantage here is he's got this really defensible base. Someone needs to take Stankonia. That's 10 mil. Someone should take it, like one of those island nations should take it. Kind of curious what Burger has. Burger didn't really get that much. Man, you got it to make more ports. You probably were being bombed, though. Who are these other nations? We got Big Friend for Enzo. All right. Full send. Is this attempt to snipe the game? I think this is a really good idea. I think this is an attempt to kind of cut off Restart. And if Mulkey can set up like a port there and do that, we got Doomsday. Restart's getting through. I think Mulkey... Mulkey used it on Hydros. Mulkey probably needs to just, like, bomb Restart right now. Okay, full send here. Mulkey's got to bomb Restart immediately to stop some of this, because otherwise they're going to be taken out. They're just going to be taken out. And I think Restart might have enough troops. Mulkey gets Betrayal. That's probably Restart win. Because there's no way to stop this. Yeah. Oh. That is disaster. But it's not over. What Mulkey needs to do is he needs to start basically porting and do some warships on this area. Does anyone have any Mervs in their pocket? Mulkey's got a lot. And everyone's out of troops. But the problem is Restart's 10% away. So Restart, what he needs to do, he probably needs to sit up. That is insane, man. Dude, these games today have been freaking crazy. That's awesome, man. That's, like, really interesting. I need to, like, rewatch what Mulkey did, because I think he tried to, like, cut off part of the land. So Mulkey, what's he doing? Y'all got a new freaking threat now, and Restart's now in the position of the Crown who got taken out. Yeah. Crazy Restart comeback. I feel like Mulkey had a really good idea, though. I feel like he was going to cut off some of this. If he, like, put out warships to defend it. But then again, Restart just pushed through the irradiated land. So I would be, if I was Mulkey, I would put up, like, a port right here so Restart can't get over to, like, this other part of your base. Even though there's a way around that. You just delay it a little bit. So, I mean, everyone who's still in the game, if you want a chance, I mean, you see who is 70%. And Restart has a vulnerability. You see up here. This is one of the things about OpenFret, paying attention to freaking everything. He's got vulnerabilities. That is... How much is that? That's 15 mil. He has 15 mil in one spot that can die from 750k. That'd take him down to 30 cities. So Restart here, he's getting pushed. He's probably just going to sit up, absorb it, put up defense posts. Good play. It's smart. And then he's going to push back. And it'll be kind of a question. Does he have trade partners? I don't know. Mulkey's waiting to make their come. Please watch some side quests. Burger wants to see the side quest stuff. He wants to see... Burger wants me to focus on whatever the hell's happening right here. But dude, Burger, what's even going on in the south, man? I think the main battle's up here. So Mulkey's doing this push. I don't know if y'all are donating. Mulkey's got a lot of cities. I think he put a bunch into his cities right here. I kind of wonder if someone might try to bamboozle him. Merlin might be trying a bamboozle strategy. He might be trying to steal some bases. While Mulkey might be not paying attention, man. That could be a good strat. So, let's look at occupation percentage. Restart's still really strong. Mulkey's got in a decent position. The question I have with Restart, if he doesn't have trade, it might be really tough. There's some bombs going on these island nations, which is tough for them. Big Friend of Enzo likely needs to get up another port. Yeah, oh, huge hit there. Okay. kind of wonder what's happened with Restart here. Like, why he's been pushed. Like, I wonder if people have donated Mulkey? I don't know. Restart has a good amount of infrastructure. He's got 53 cities. I mean, the thing is he hasn't had momentum thus far. And Mulkey's now launching in some bombs. I think he's finally seeing some of this kind of big infrastructure. This is going to hurt. This is going to put Restart down to 35 cities. So I think we're kind of reset again. Oh, yeah. That hurts big time. That really hurts. The thing with Mulkey, he's got infrastructure that I don't think he can deal with. But Mr. Merlin has 20 warships that he could potentially cut some of that trade. What do you mean, Yumotum, that I say no to a donation? Dude, I was watching it. I will watch the side quest stuff. I guess this is the side quest. I mean, we just have, like, warships down here. I've been covering the side quest, man. I've been covering the freaking side quest. Like, I've been watching... Oh, that's tragic. Friend of Enzo dies. Another piece off the board. So this Anon 570 guy, he's got a bunch of missile silos. Feel like he could be one-shot. Mulkey's still pushing Restart. And it's interesting how Mulkey's been able to make progress. So something y'all need to consider. Look at Mulkey's city count. He's got 70 cities. So I would say Restart is no longer pole position. Mulkey is pole position. So some of you island nations like Mr. Merlin, you're going to have to start thinking about some things. You're definitely going to have to start thinking about things. I don't know if we're going to have one more reset here. But Mulkey, he's putting up the missile silos. And this might be it. This might be it. This might be the moment. We'll see. Restart came back from the ashes. And we'll see about this. So here comes in some bombs. Is this going to take this out? Oh, that is huge. Restart loses most of his infrastructure. So at this point, Restart doesn't have complexity. But he doesn't have much trade. And if I was him, I might be thinking about some boat defense here. Yeah. And Anon 570, they're going to have to think about if they do want to fight Mulkey, or if Mulkey is going to get the best video ever. Because Restart, he's just getting pummeled. And I don't think there's much to do at this point. Because he's under suppressing fire. Mulkey's already over, so now is kind of the moment that any of you other people in this game, like Burger... Oh, Burger makes a big play. You see, I caught that, Burger. I'm paying attention to you. He takes out a ton of Mulkey's infrastructure. This is your moment, y'all. All you small players out there, there's only 7 of you. Anon 552, where are you? You're right here. Oh, you left. And Burger. This is your point, y'all. Like Mr. Merlin. I'd be really worried about Mulkey. I mean, oh, you know what? You know what? That changes thing. I think Burger actually changed the whole game. Because I think Mulkey had like 70 cities. I think Burger just destroyed 70 cities. So Restart's trying to defend this area. He can try to defense post. He can try to put up warships. He doesn't have that much capacity left. Oh, and here's a betrayal. Here's a betrayal. Mulkey gets a betrayal on someone. Oh my god. That is insane. Mulkey needed to push back. What is this, man? Guys, you have a new objective. You don't even need me to say anything about it. Does anyone have any gold? Burger has enough for a Hydro. Can Burger prolong the game? Burger is the hero everyone needs. Mulkey was just that close to winning. But is Restart gonna win? How much did Restart put into this guy? Where did this guy's troops go? Did Restart boat bank? How does Restart have all this? Now it's this guy who's Restart. This is insane, man. I'm just like, Mulkey, dude, it's not over. Dude, Mulkey, this is an insane game. C'est incroyable. And it's not over, dude. It's not over. Y'all need to bomb Restart at this point. Dude, I don't even understand Mulkey. I have no clue how Anon has, like, Restart had all these troops. Like, I thought Anon 570 would just win. I mean, if any of you want a chance, you got to focus on Restart. And Mulkey, you probably don't even know this. Like, dude, you need to go back to recording your amazing video, dude. Oh, it's betrayal. You got to push back 1 for 1. Okay. And what's the capacity? 43 cities to 17. It's actually pretty close. No, it's not. I think Restart, if he does a push right here, he might just win. All you people, Burger playing SideQuest.io right here. I mean, Burger changed the course of this game. The island nations are the people who changed the game. And I think Mulkey's just been murdered. So who's down here? Merlin, this might be your time to do something. Because I think Restart's just going to push this. Oh, we might have just seen one of the craziest comebacks. Guys. Because I think if y'all want this game to continue, you got to bomb Restart right now. Because this guy's on the verge of just being cooked. It's 67%. Y'all got to bomb Restart. Otherwise, it's going to be it. And y'all got to keep in mind, Restart was basically just a bunch of a bunch of patches up there to the north. So does anyone have any gold for bombs? No, basically. And the Anon guy, oh, he gets betrayal. We just saw an insane game, y'all. I shouldn't call it, though. But it's 4%. Y'all gotta fight, man. Quickscoper. You probably want to push, man. You probably want to betray and push Restart if you want to have any chance. Merlin, I would be just lobbing in Hydras if you can. Restart, why isn't he just pushing? Oh my god. That is insane. Guys, what? That has got to be one of the craziest games. Like, Mulkey had this crazy island. Burger here. Is Burger dead? Burger was murdered. Burger changed the entire course of the game because he blew up like 50 of Mulkey's cities. And then who was the other guy? There was this other dude. They had a Palestine flag who launched a MIRV to get rid of the snowballing brown guy at the start. And then he was replaced by Restart. I don't even know, man. I don't even know. Dude, guys, that was insane. That is one of the craziest games I've seen. Absolutely, like, bonkers. I mean, props to the island people, like, for doing their stuff. Mr. Merlin was kind of, like, just doing that. Burger changed the course of the game. Stankonia, I think it was, and Restart didn't give up. Restart, no one understands, dude. Mulkey, like, had this play where he took over everything, and even at the end, I actually thought that Anon 570, I thought that they were just gonna beat you. Like, Restart, where did you get those troops to, like, push? That's what I thought was so weird. Like, I didn't think you had as many troops as he did. Well, I'm saving this game myself. I'm not gonna even, I'm not gonna, like, someone needs to save that game. That needs to be, like, memorialized. That's one of the craziest games. Let me just go put this in Discord. Jesus. Oh, the GOAT is the best. He actually saved it. Thank you, the GOAT. Well, we're gonna do one more. We're gonna do one more because of Lewis. That would have been the greatest game to go out. Like, I don't think you can all hear my round of applause, but Restart deserves props. Island people, y'all made that interesting. Jesus. Okay, this was a 40-minute game. What the fuck, man? I was doing a short stream. Okay, we gotta do one more because Lewis has donated. He's asked for Britannia. I don't think we can top that, though. But Restart, you're gonna be getting a time lapse at the very least. That's just, yeah. I'm like speechless, dude. So let me post this in the chat. Mulkey, that better be a freaking vid, dude. I really want to see that. And I wouldn't, like, go, like, if anyone's gonna be mean, I wouldn't harp on people for stuff. I feel like a lot of these games, there's not, like, stuff to do in this. Okay. So, we're doing Britannia. That was insane, man. Alright, not Japan. Freaking losing my mind. Britannia. Cool. How many people do we got in this? Yeah, y'all gotta go watch the Mulkey game. Oh, Mulkey, it's not a vid. Pourquoi tu as fait ça? That would have been one of the greatest vids, man. That would have been so insane. It would have been so cool. Like, you had, like, one of the most epic stories from it. Like, I think that's one of the things that people need to highlight in Open Front, and I probably don't do a good job with it, because I just post mostly wins. Of, like, these crazy stories like that. Of, like, these awesome turns of, like, people rising from the ashes, the freaking island nations. Dude. Okay. Wait, so did Restart has won both games, right? Restart, maybe you should have been, in the tournament. See who we got in here. We got Crazy Brazilian, bem-vindo. Anyone else? We got sub to Enzo. That's nice of you, man. All right. So this is probably going to be the last one, man. Restart is just dominating the stream, man. Freaking amazing. Okay, so we got Britannia. That's all good. Oh, you're a Crazy Brazilian, Mycon? Awesome, man. We got to get more Brazilian so I can do my freaking stream in Português. Porque será fantástico. Or the stream in Espanol. Para todos os hispanohablantes. No stream in French, dude. I'll be freaking fail with that. So we got 43 people. This is the last call. We got 44. Anyone who wants to jump in, this is your moment. All right. 44 player Britannia. Lewis, good luck to you. Do you give language lessons? Dude, my master's degree is actually in language teaching. As interesting, as weird as that is. I have not done a lot of that. My PhD is actually kind of different, man. My PhD is so freaking weird. Y'all are jumping in this. I gotta practice my language stuff. I haven't done it for so long. Like, if any of you saw my Spanish or Portuguese vids, they're so bad. All right, I'm just gonna start. So good luck, everyone. I don't have PhD yet, Voltaire. I might even quit it. Okay, so we'll see. You know what's the funny thing? Here's some commentary to this. And you know what's so funny? So funny we find you here, Lewis, in France. I was just gonna make a comment on the people who spawn in France. There's always this like niche of people who spawn in France. And Lewis, with his spawns, he always seems to pick the corner of the map. It's kind of funny in like another tournament. I think it was the last official Open Front tournament. There was like a team. Their actual name was Ops, but I kept on calling them Oops. Because they kept on like spawning in the corner of the map and getting no land and just being cooked. Oftentimes spawning in France and on this map is just so doomed because I feel like there's so many role players and just like crazy people who want to like, I don't know. It just doesn't work for me. Amokan wants to study linguistics. Boga Loga. I don't know anymore, but like in 2020, I did this video where I spoke, like I did a video where I spoke in like 7 languages like consecutively. I don't know what I would say is like, I feel like B1 on Cephir's scale is probably like where I'd think about speaking a language, but it's always a gradient. So I don't really know. I don't know if my French is even B1. I can understand a lot. I watch a lot in French. I was watching Nero on Netflix. I mean, it's easier with subtitles, but I speak Spanish and Portuguese for sure. French is kind of crap. I sometimes listen to Sky News Arabia, so I can do that. Oh, look at Lewis. Freaking advertising here. And you know how long the stream has gone? I think, no. That didn't reset. Okay, let's minimize that. Look at Lewis. I gotta get that. Give some of these away. This actually looks pretty good, man. Alright, so let's see what's going on the rest of the map. I didn't really do any analysis, but Quicksilver Horde, you did really well. You got those annexations. Get that land up for yourself. What are y'all saying? Did I do good, the Didio Master? Who were you? You were a non-570? I think, I don't, so, you got to the end. I don't know much of your story, a non-Didio Master, outside of that kind of, like, end part. You totally took out Mulkey. I don't understand how you died to restart. I feel like you over-sent at the end. I mean, it's okay, like, everyone's learning stuff, and I think the kind of cool part is that was just a crazy story. I feel like if we watch that back, we probably see some things at the end of like maybe pushing a little too much because you just had no growth at the end. Then maybe you push a little bit less to try to stop that. But I mean, listen, you survived to the end of a 40-minute game with tons of crazy crap happening. So in my view, like, you deserve props for that. How you got there, I do not know. But, yeah, that's what I think. He even knows what Ekmek is. I do know what Ekmek is, man. I know what Su is. Turkiya. I should try learning, Turkish, but I feel like I'm gonna struggle there. Okay, so Turkish doesn't have, cases, but I feel like you combine all the words. I could probably do it. It's probably fine. I need to work on Chinese. Okay, so UN, McJaggers, they're doing really well right there. Let's just look at this. Oh, Sarp. Sarp, you need to watch that one short I have. You should know the one rule of OpenFrontIO. Like if you watch the tournaments of all the really good players, you almost never see betrayals. But kind of a really weird tangent side note. There's this guy named Maths Empire. He's Polish. He plays Territorial IO. I kept on seeing him go for landlocked spawns and betray, and he always got taken out. It's just tough. Betrayal's really sketchy. Juke Panda, I don't know who you betrayed, man, but I think you were probably trying to give your land to someone else. It's tough. If you don't get a good spawn, you can get totally cooked. Like, some of the people, like, just so you know, if you feel bad, it's like, oh, I got killed at the start. Sometimes if you just have a bad spawn, it's it. There's some people who won in the Tournament of Brilliance. They won games. In the next game, they just get, like, landlocked spawn. It's like, well, they have nothing to do, and they just sit there. I think it was D'Artagnan. Like, he, I think he got second place in one game because of a weird thing with the timer. But, yeah. Asenio got voted. Yeah, you gotta watch out for that. That's one of my weaknesses with the game. And just, like, feedback on it. I think one area, I don't know, well, one broad thing, I don't know if OpenFront should focus as much on all the kind of quality control things. Like, it's nice, especially playing some of the variants. But I think they gotta fix this, the notifications menu, like in bottom right. I think the notifications menu, there's so many problems with it. It's so busy, it's so hard to see stuff. It's like you see a boat coming in and then like 5 other messages pop up. It's just so much spam that it makes the game harder. So McJaggers has gotten a really great setup. I'm actually kind of curious. So they had some Greenland here. They're just kind of hitting people. No definitive stuff yet. Bullcry's in second place. So we have classic dynamic of someone gets ahead, but given its stream, y'all know, like, my kind of background with this game, like playing its predecessor, I always was like kind of underdog stuff, and I'm always about you gotta stop. You do not let like the big boys just zerg the game and run him over. So we'll see. Let's see about this. Is Restart in this game? I don't know if he is. Let's see if we can find him. I think if you win 2 games in a row, you might leave it. Like you especially that second one. Yeah, Restart didn't play this one. I mean, it was a 40-minute game. Yeah. I mean, calling that a brace, that was one of the greatest games I've seen. And if Mulkey made a vid, it would have been so cool. We need more of those stories. I'm gonna try to get those for, like, not giving up. So, let's look at this. Lewis has got this weird kind of base right here. He was able to get into UK a bit, but still in France. Hussite's been an islander, so I kind of get why he's on this part of the map. So, Baboy, they're getting invaded by Hussite, but it's going to be a slow push because of that. Mol Ariège, they've actually got pretty good supremacy in this area that they can kind of leverage that. We'll see. So, Bullcry up to the north. They've got some options, like Squalders. When this alliance expires, Bullcry's probably just going to push them. Yamudum, this is probably going to be the last one. This will probably be it. This stream's gone on way longer than I thought. It's also totally changed in theme. I literally thought I was going to play for like an hour and basically just try to figure out impossible mode. But then Lewis showed up and decided to just chat. And then what happened is I asked y'all what we wanted to do, and we did free-for-all. So, I mean, go figure. So, okay, so the game is getting evened out a little bit more. Just because of Mol Ariège, that they're making some progress here. They're catching back up, so there's nothing like fight the crown or die kind of situation yet. So we'll see how this goes. There's 100 people in here. Maybe make the... So, Yamodum says, maybe make impossible mode a normal video instead of stream. Yeah, man, I don't know. I feel like it's a better stream thing, because I don't know what I'm doing, and people don't like single player as much. Like, it's kind of like I want to figure out some of the strats for it. And I thought it could just be a chill thing. Is there a faster way to... of watching a demo. Burger, what do you mean by that? So let's do some assessment. Let's just pretend we're some different people in the game. So Stanley here, JJ's. He's building some cities. It's not as much of a critique anymore, but I sometimes just do think about spacing. Some of those look really close. This cannot be pinched from this guy. So if I was Stanley, I'm definitely worried about the mole guy because, I mean, his world is basically Ireland right here, and he could get voted, so I would definitely be making sure some of these bigger people that I got an alliance with or I have some warships here. And I'd be really kind of concerned about Ariège. If this could get taken out, like, actually, this is probably something you could do in, like, another game. It's probably too risky, because I bet Stanley has an alliance with Emocon. If you did a bomb right here, like an atom bomb. Oh, speak of the devil, Stanley's getting pushed right here. You could split Molac-Liège, but Stanley's in a fight for his freaking life at this point. So Stanley probably just needs to push back. And I might even just try to do boats, because I think he's just outclassed. He's got lower percentage. He's about half the size of Molac-Liège. He's got about a little over half defense capacity. So if I was Stanley, defense posts are a good idea. I'd definitely put one over here to try to defend your cities. And also, I'd probably just be putting in some boats to try to just creep and act as kind of a shield. And I'd be trying to survive. Oh, did Stanley got the alliance? Okay. Well, they always got to watch out for that because Ariège has got supremacy here. McJaggers has got a lot of complexity in his spot. Big Friend for Enzo looks like they were landlocked, so they were running on factory economy, which is really bad. Fent Dynasty going down, so Big Friend for Enzo, you did well in the last game. Just some of your position, I feel like it didn't work out. So you're probably so happy to be getting into the sea. It's great getting to the sea after games like this, when you're just trapped. Oh, Burger's asking about watching a game that's already played in the replay. I think after a certain point, like I think it's when everyone leaves the game, I think you can like go up in the top right and speed it up. But I've heard there's some kind of buggy things with that. Some people. Yeah, you met him. He's asking about replays. So if you paste in like the URL of the game, you can go rewatch it. Lewis has actually done pretty well. I actually like that skin. That's pretty cool. That's good. It's helping OpenFront sustain its stealth, so that the dev no longer just has to pay the servers. Okay. McJaggers just hit one other person. Oh, Stanley betrays. But Ariège was getting pushed. Alright, so it's going to be a question. Does Dimoff capitalize on this, or does he keep on working with Stanley? Nope, Dimoff is making probably the brutal but correct call of going for Trader Debuff person. Because it's a lot better than pushing on this narrow front of those defense posts. That's tough. That's tough, man. Mr. Merlin's taken off. He was one of the island nations in the last game. See you, Mr. Merlin. So, just to keep this, y'all need to keep this in mind. The crown now is getting to the point, like in most games, like because this is a stream, it's not Total Doom, and sorry, Sturman. Sorry, Sturman. It's tough. Where you all need to be, like, this is like red alert. You need to be really worried that he's got 18%. Dimoff has a lot. And it's actually okay defended. I mean, he's got 2 Sams in there. That looks pretty good. But having like 18% crown, this looks like kind of asking for someone to just run over the map and just cook everyone. So, we'll see. We'll see about that. Stanley doesn't have much to do. I mean, you can try to ally people. It looks like he did get out of the alliances. If I was Stanley, I'd probably go try to take some of this irradiated land because you don't have anything to do. And then you just kind of hang out and hope people don't murder you. which, I don't know. So Lewis has been able to conquer France. It's actually so fun that Big Friend for Enzo was able to escape, because I think their nation was literally this clump right here. Like, I think that was them. I don't know if they had like a little inlet in here, but we got a lot of dense stuff here. So Lewis has taken over France, so he's got a easier game on his hand. He definitely needs to be conscious of Big Friend for Enzo. So if I was Lewis, I mean, You definitely put your infrastructure back here. You got a lot of SAMs for right now. You got 12 cities. You're next to Train, who's got 19. Yeah, I just really people and just kind of roleplay and just hope things work out. I don't really, like, I don't think there's much initiative at this point. You do probably want to be prepared to boat defense here. And one thing you could do is just use, like, the 250k warship strat. That you just sack warships if you want to kind of stay alive. You actually got a lot of gold. So, I mean, your call. You can invest that. Like, you can keep that hydro as kind of insurance if anyone wants to go after you. I'd definitely be thinking about strike packages against Train here and Big Friend Forenzo, because they can mess you up. But, I mean, you know this already. You know this. You don't have much, like, there's not much going on right there. So Crown is still kind of stable at 20%. Dimov is probably just waiting. Oh, Molariege. They had a big advantage, but they just got hit. I wonder if that was an alliance management. And look at I Will Tickle You getting over here to Ireland, taking out you and Sam. This is the thing about freaking notifications, man. It's like I bet, like, because this is something like if you play really well, you should be able to stop it. But if you just have all the crazy notifications, like, who knows? And for all we know, this could have been what is it? Like Sleeper Cell or something like that. So looking at the map, McJaggers, I mean, he probably doesn't want to fight Krauls. And he's like, if I was him, like elite player kind of stuff, I'd be thinking about boat banking and looking for some of these softer people. So I Will Tickle You could be a target. Like, you could put up a Sam right here. Maybe try to find some area to boat bank, but it's tough on this map because you got to get away from warships and go try to, like, one-shot that. Oh, speak of the freaking devil. Look at that. You got to watch out for that stuff. Oh, Train betrays. Will someone capitalize on this? This will be interesting to see. Okay, Big Friend for Enzo does capitalize. Will Lewis? Lewis actually does have an opportunity to do this. And a lot of Train's push is in this. This is the risk of betrayal, man. Oh, look at this. We got Hydro. Is this Hydro? Oh no, it's just Atom Bomb. He doesn't have enough. Oh, that's devastating. Who launched that one? I don't know. Big Friend for Enzo's really low. And y'all gotta have a big eye on this crown. Oh, did Tickle have a sleeper agent? Theo said that. Yeah. Burger, yeah, Burger, I mean, you played a big role in that other game. You destroyed like 50 of Mulkey's cities. If Mulkey was making a video, you would have been the most hated person, man. Like, Burger, you played a pivotal role as like one of the tiniest nations. Look at this. This is a huge play. Brilliant play from you and McJaggers. Oh, and we got a betrayal here. So you see this, little dominoes are continuing to fall. And McJaggers is definitely using kind of shock and awe tactics. You hit the Hydro, you zap their pop, and that's it. In Krauls, if I were you, you've seen what has happened to like 2 people. You got to think about where McJaggers, Sam, basically Hydras are. So here comes in another one. Who's this going to be on? Oh man, Squalden. Squalden, you even see, I think that did a good amount of pop damage. Oh, you don't have any missile defenses, man. 1 Sam is probably pretty good. It's probably a good play. Oh, man, that's tough, dude. Squalden, you need at least 1 Sam because that clipped a lot of your pop. All right, so Crown running across the map. Dimov's got a lot. I feel like a betrayal here and like push on McJaggers is probably too risky because they'll just be swarmed. Like, that'll be it. So Lewis here is kind of like on Roleplay Island. He's got... How many Sams does he have? He has 7 Sams. Lewis, you're probably safe. You probably have more Sams than cities. I mean, I'd probably focus on some of the other stuff at this point. I think you're probably good. I'd probably focus on some offensive capacity because you might need it. Or don't listen to me. Maybe you can play it risky and just keep on putting some of this stuff in. And you'll see. You'll see how it goes. Wonder if Lewis is boat banking here. Could be a boat bank. Don't know. Lewis, the other thing... I mean, Lewis doesn't need advice. But I'd probably, if it was me, given I could be bamboozled. I'd probably put up a warship here on both of these fronts, just so the McJaggers guy doesn't get over. So, in terms of the game, we got primary player McJaggers rampaging across the map. You can see the boat bank strat right here, and I think the evolution of Open Front is going to be anti-boat bank strats. That you need to actually have warships on some of these different points on people's borders, and you probably want to bomb them. So, that's something to definitely keep in mind with stuff. We got primary player with McJaggers. We got Dimoff, who's really, really strong too. But one Hydro, like, you can see some of these vulnerable areas can change everything on these small maps. Lewis thinks it's more Sams. The answer is always more Sams. Isn't that right? I loved it when with the infestation maxing, it was always about, more warships. Oh. Ariège. You gotta be careful, man. You gotta be careful. If you don't stop this, it's gonna be total doom. Yep. And that is really, really bad. Like, in terms of the result. There's nothing to do. Je suis désolé, Mariage. Au revoir. Thank you for playing. Stanley, thank you for playing. You lasted this long. Look at this annexation right here. Yikes. This could have been, oh, friend for Enzo fighting Lewis. Don't know if that's a good idea with the crown right next to you, but, I mean, you both have started this. And it's hard to get out of these fights on this version because of changes of alliance offers. So Lewis pushes back. He hits him with a Hydro. Big friend for Enzo can't really do too much nuclear damage here. So this is kind of the side point of this. And we got two big people. Oh, Dimoff does massive push. Did he get the timing right? He might have. Ooh. Kral's betraying McJaggers. I don't know about that. That's probably not the right play. You probably don't want to prey on the person who's already getting messed up. McJaggers, you've got a lot left. Dimoff, you could go kill Kral's like in one hit probably. And I mean, I don't know. I love how Stanley's still here. Stanley looked like they were so doomed earlier. They've just been like sitting there. So Dimoff is not going to push that. We got this fight with Lewis and big friend for Enzo in the south. Maybe I need a stream on Twitch so I can let you all, like, gamble on the winners and stuff like that. You can place your bets. That'd be great. Open front gambling. All right, so everyone, I mean, y'all see what's happening. Dimoff has enough to destroy everyone. Stanley, I'd be horrified if I were you. This might be your final days. Lewis and big friend for Enzo. What I'll say is, like, look, you may be like, if you look at the map like this, you may think like, oh, we're fighting. I might put your differences aside because you got something bigger. I think you might say, you know, you call it a day. You destroyed a lot of each other. You have a big guy on the northern front you might need to do something about. So, does anyone else have Merv? Bullcry has a Merv, and he can get that off really quick. But I think your problems are going to be, can you take back this much of this guy's land? And just so you all know, I mean, I'm sure Kral's and Bullcry know. And speak of the devil, Stanley. Stanley, if the salute emoji was still in the game, I'd give you a salute, man. Nothing to do. You were behind. That was it. Look at this. Look at this freaking mitochondria. This Sam mitochondria. All you guys can just get one shot, man. I think you probably got to do something. Someone. I think someone's got to take a risk. I don't know if you can donate in this. Like, I can't remember if I activated that or that's not a thing yet. He's a dumbass. He won't take an alliance. Big friend for Enzo. I'd call it a day, dude. Dimoff's just gonna roll away with all this. You got to say, like, look, that was it. Nothing else to do. Because Dimoff is pretty close to just one-shotting people. Yeah. So I mean, Bullcry, you can put in the Merv. Oh, here we go. Does Dimoff respawn in time? He takes out a lot of this. All right. Kral's has got to go. This is Kral's go time. Dimoff probably needs to respond with Hydro. Can Kral's win the game? It's gonna depend on a bunch of stuff. Oh, man. So double Merv on Dimoff. Did Dimoff Merv themselves? What? Okay, so Krowls has crown. All right. It's on. It's on. It wasn't just finished in an instant. The worst dream of all YouTubers when you play the game for like 40 minutes and it all ends in 1 second. So Bullcry, they almost like sacrificed themselves. So, I mean, Bullcry probably, they might deserve some props, but, because I don't know, Dimoff might have just been able to win the game if they hadn't done it. So I guess these two has Big Friend for Enzo. They have called it a day. We got a new setup. So we got 2 superpowers here. And Bullcry here, who sacrificed much of their base to keep the game going. Oh, and we've got a bunch of Hydras coming in. Where are those coming in from? Are those, I don't even get, where are these coming from? They're coming from Krowls. They're going for Big Friend for Enzo. Oh my god. That hit, man. That is brutal. That is brutal. How many Hydras was that? Krowls, did you really need to do that? How much did you burn on that? That guy couldn't have been that much of a threat. You could have, like, put, like, 2 in right here. That's brutal, man. Lewis is not happy with Big Friend for Enzo. Well, how the game changes. Dimoff's still in a really good spot, y'all. He's got 64 cities. Krowls has 33. And most of that can be taken out pretty quick. Dimoff also has Merv. So you got to consider that, I mean, Merv probably isn't the best use of your troops or gold right now, but he has the ability to destroy any one of you. Like Krowls, I mean, you already know this. You have some vulnerable areas. Lewis is so Lewis is going for Krowls. I don't know if I agree with that. Because, I mean, Lewis, like, look at the occupation percentage. I don't know if you want to weaken that guy. Because Krowls, like, as soon as Dimoff gets up to this, he's probably going to have enough for Merv. Like, Lewis, if I were you, I mean, you probably don't want advice, but I'd probably just take the irradiated land, man. I feel like that might be better. Because, I mean, pushing the guy who can best resist the crown, I don't know. But, I mean, Lewis is going to do what Lewis is going to do. So he's doing that. If it was me, I would take the irradiated land. Oh, look at this, Krowls. He's fired in some Hydros. Oh, my God. Atom bombs. Look at these pumpkin atom bombs coming in. Will Lewis's defenses hold up? I don't know. I don't know, all this investment. I think one of those is going to get through. Okay, some of them do get through. Because we got a quad missile launcher down here. Yeah, Lewis, I would not poke that bear. I don't think it's worth it for you. I don't think that small amount of infrastructure is worth, like, losing your SAM line. Oh, and Big Friend for Enzo takes a lot of this back. Big Friend for Enzo, I'd be really worried about this timer with Dimoff. I'd be horrified, to be honest. Because I don't think you can hit with a Hydro on him. You don't even have a Hydro, man. And he can one-shot you. You know that. I mean, he can one-shot anyone. Anyone else have Merv? Mjuk Panda. You're still in the game. Great determination from you. Glad you liked the stream, Ryan. Burger, this is probably going to be last. The stream was not intended to last this long, but Lewis donated euros to play this. So we'll see. Who is this? Oh, Majuk Panda, no! He was boated and bamboozled. Go, escape, man. Escape. Oh, but you know what? Bullcry. You may regret that. You may regret that. Fighting an island player with a well-resourced island player who has nothing to lose. He may cost something. Dimoff betrays and goes for Big Friend for Enzo. Game's about to be decided, y'all. This is the point. We see a bomb coming in. I don't know who it's from, but that's gonna do some work. All right, we got a Merv going off. Lewis does a push. Could Lewis's Sam strategy be the strategy? Lewis gets Merved. Guys, I think Dimoff has done it. Or has he? Bullcry does a big hit. That's actually incredibly important timing. Lewis is based in shambles. Lewis does have some defenses here. Dimoff still has a lot. Y'all, I think anyone who's got bombs... I mean, Bullcry, you gotta launch in some of those bombs, but I think Dimoff just had too much. 67%. Anyone who's got a bomb, y'all gotta start lobbing these immediately. If you want to keep playing, because dim-off's like basically a few seconds of clicking on people away from winning. I mean, if you have to get betrayal, like Lewis could bomb, but he doesn't have that much infrastructure. 77%? Damn. Runaway game from dim-off. And that's GG's. Alright. This has been an interesting stream, y'all. Yeah, dim-off got it. I mean, well-timed betrayal. Good job. Not good enough responses. It was probably hard for, like, Bullcry to fire bombs. Like, that's kind of my guess. I bet, like, this is one of the things I sometimes struggle with, is, like, understanding your base well enough, especially if you're all these patchy things. Like, where do you fire stuff? And you look at this. There's so many SAMs everywhere. Like, I don't have the overlay to highlight the SAMs, but it's just, like, where do you hit while you're losing your base to stop all this? And I don't know. Yeah. Well, Lewis got to the end. Hope y'all enjoyed. Maybe I'll get that skin. I think it's actually a pretty cool skin. And I think we're gonna call this here. I mean, this was, so Lewis says, this was the utmost respect. Big friend for Enzo needs to watch your beginner tutorial again. An accepted alliance. Yeah, big friend for Enzo. I mean, he did really good in the Japan game, but I mean, picking that fight with Dim-Off right next door, I don't know. I don't know, dude. It's always tough doing this. When's my video, Enzo? Restart, it'll probably just be a time lapse. I think that's gonna be it for the stream. We're gonna call it. So GG's. Props to Dim-Off. Bullcry, good job sacrificing yourself, I guess. Oh, look at that. Brutal, man. Brutal. Emma Ken, destroying yourself. Alright. Well, I'm gonna end the stream now. There's been no last-second donation to try to get me to do another game. So, hope y'all enjoyed. Maybe I'll do the actual Impossible Challenge or more of these things. So, we even said to each other he wasn't worth the time to attack, and I wanted to focus on Dim-Off. Lewis is saying wait. What are you talking about, Lewis? You wanted to coordinate? Ryan Nelson, will you play tonight? Probably not, Ryan. I feel like I've had enough, man. I feel like I've had enough. Lewis is, like, frantically trying to explain himself. Like, quick, if we had coordinated, we would have been fine. The stream is ending, Lewis. It can't be saved. It's over. I'm ending the broadcast now. So, hope y'all have a good rest of your day. Have a good evening. Thanks for hanging out. And take care. Bye-bye.